Welcome. We have made it. Here we are. It's kickoff. It's week 1 of the NFL season. Our long nightmare of the offseason is finally behind us, and everything that we've said, everything that we've talked about officially gets filed under lip service. Today is what really matters. Here we go. We got 49ers, we got Seahawks, and we got you coming back to the Plus. Hopefully we plan on being your second screen hangout all season long. It's wonderful to have you here. As always, we are brought to you by our good friend at Ike's Sandwiches. This is me as a sandwich. You're going to want me as a sandwich before this football season is over, maybe even before the day is over. Get yourself to Ike's, and you will see a fantastic sandwich waiting for you. Hopefully you've got an Ike's in your location, and if not, hopefully there's going to be one there soon enough. We want to thank our good friends at the Dubliner. Dubliner West Portal is where we're going to be doing our Plus Mania meetup, and we're going to be doing that on October 4th at 4:20. It is going to be the Saturday after that Thursday nighter between the 49ers and the LA Rams. So we hope to see you there at the Dubliner West Portal in San Francisco to hang out with a whole bunch of like-minded people who I know are already in the room and in the chat. And we say hello and how are you to all of our friends that are here, whether old friends or new friends. Everybody officially welcome into the chat today. Hit like and subscribe. It's wonderful to have you here. It really is. Thank you so much for coming on by, and we got ourselves a big one. I mean, it's a division opponent to start the season, a season that gives the 49ers what is the easiest schedule you'll see in all of football, but that doesn't mean any of this is going to be easy, especially today. We know what all of the moving parts are. Juwan Jennings and his happiness has been a moving part. Who's playing wide receiver is a moving part. Is Christian McCaffrey going to be moving back into the starting lineup and me not worry about him again? That became a moving part this past weekend when it was revealed that he had just hit the injury report for the first time all off season, but he'll be playing today. Brock Purdy, a lot of moving parts around that contract, which got finalized with, when it was all said and done, very little fanfare, all things to be considered. The big moving part of Robert Saleh being back in the room. That is an absolute monster. And all the moving parts that go into a very simple question. Did the 49ers win the Super Bowl? If the answer is yes, everybody's happy. If the answer is no, no one's really happy. It is a zero-sum game for Kyle Shanahan in year 9 now. Year 9 as 49ers head coach. It is our 3rd year here together hanging out on YouTube. So thank you so much for being a part of that. And we want to welcome again somebody new. Our good friends at Sleeper are now part of Damon Bruce Plus. We welcome them. It's wonderful to have them here. And by the way, I've made plays. Here they are. Check me out. Today, I got Christian McCaffrey with an anytime touchdown. So McCaffrey scores a touchdown. Yes. Ricky Pearsall, 3.5 catches. I took the over. So I'm looking for 4 catches out of Ricky Pearsall. And Sam Darnold, I hit the under on his rushing yards. 8.5 for statuesque Sam. I'm going to say no to all of that. If all 3 hit, Daddy's winning big money. You can win. You can play with your friends. You can have a whole bunch of fun on Sleeper. And again, sign up, please, with the promo code Damon, and you can get $100 on your first deposit up to $100. $100 on your first deposit up to $100, and do it over with our good friends at Sleeper. Again, everything you need to know is in the link that is in the description of this video. You can go ahead and check out the description of this video and sign up over there for Sleeper. There they are again. Look at Sleeper, our good friends. It's so good to have them here. It really, really is. Okay, so we are about to kick off at Lumen Field. The 49ers have won 5 of 6. Brock Purdy has never lost up in Seattle, believe it or not. And here we go. Everybody's favorite kicker, Jake Moody, about to start going. We're going to try to get this synced up, and the kick is underway. There we go. Jake Moody is kicked off, a knee in the end zone. So we will be starting with the Seahawks and Sam Darnold on offense in our very first look at the 49ers defense after a very interesting offseason that, again, sees the return of Robert Saleh and adding no fewer than 4-5 rookies who are going to play a big role in what we see defensively out of the 49ers. As always, it is wonderful to have you here. It's great to have you here. We got a super, our first in, likes and supers. Let's go Niner game. Brett, thank you very, very much. Cheers and happy new year to you. What do you think of the minimalist Fox score bug? I kind of like it. It hasn't rubbed me the wrong way yet, I'll say that. First snap of the game, just underway. We are underway. Sam Darnold wide open in the middle, and the Seahawks are at midfield. Midfield right away. Okay. Here we go. Jackson Smith and Jigba about to go crazy. He might go crazy today. He's a really talented young player, man. Really is. So let's see what we got. Sam Darnold, first pass in Seahawks, his history, completed for 18 yards. Nice job in the running game. Diamador Lenore came flying into that picture to support that running game. Like what we're seeing out of that. Here we go. I got to set up my play-by-play over here. Wonder what Cooper Kupp's going to do today. I wonder what Cooper Kupp is going to do for the Seahawks this year. 2nd and 6. So just a direct snap to Kenneth Walker? Is that what just happened? Or did Sam Darnold hand that off? Or did they already work Jalen Milroe into the game? Is that what just happened there? Okay. All right. I see what you're doing, Seattle. Keeping Robert Saleh and company on their toes. A lot of pressure right up the middle. A lot of pressure right up the middle on Darnold, who got the pass off. Did a nice job just getting that pass off with Nick Bosa laying right on top of him. Man, Bosa got there right as Sam Darnold was getting rid of that ball. That ball's lucky that it even went off the back of a helmet, bounced up, still caught, but it's 4th and 5. And the Seahawks are going for it on 4th and 5. At least they're showing that they're going for it. They're teasing the 49ers, looking like they're about to go for it. Is this just Fugazi? This looks Fugazi. No, you're not going to do it. Not going to do it. You thought you were tough. You're not tough. You ain't tough like that. Sorry. So first, 4th and 5. Seattle looked like they were going to go for it. But Sean Hockley says, no. What we got is, you got Fred Warner just giving him a thumbs up. Look at that. Fred Warner just mocking him like, you're not going. You're not going to play. I know what you're doing. That was pretty good and demonstrative by Fred Warner. Like that. All right, so the 49ers, they give up a first down on the first play of the game, but then they get themselves off the field, and here comes the first punt of the afternoon for Seattle. And, of course, special teams, forever an adventure with the San Francisco 49ers. This ball will bounce. Nothing bad happened. Special teams already ahead of schedule as to where it was last year. So the 49ers offense with Christian McCaffrey, who again gave everybody a little bit of agita over the weekend. He's coming out. Brock Purdy, his final warm-up, he's coming out. And what we got here is a little holding on the defensive, on the 49ers on the return team. So we have holding. Nothing's ever easy on special teams. Oh, excuse me. Folks, how good is it to have How good is it to be back? I mean, come on. It is just fantastic to be back here with you. Bottle pull for 50 supers. That's the deal I'm making with you right now. Boom. There you go. So we got ourselves a little goal. We already got 100 people in the room. 100 people in the room already. Welcome, everybody. But we don't even have 50 likes, which means you just got to tap that like up button, that thumbs up button. That's going to let YouTube know we're open for business today. By the way, speaking of open for business today, check this out. We got new merch. Jillian was looking at our store and said there are a few things that need to be updated, a few tweaks. So there is new merch for you to check out in the Damon Bruce shop. You can check things out. We got new t-shirts, t-shirts for women, new logo, new sized logo. I think there are now, oh my God, what do we got? Koozies? Look out, folks. We got koozies. So good to see so many names in here. Kenny, good morning, homie. I'm ocean fishing for the 49ers. I'm on the ocean fishing for a 49er Super Bowl. Hey, I hope you find one. I hope you bring in a big lunker. Barry, so good to see you. Bang, bang from Barry and Mary down in Memphis. What's going on? James, I love to do it for you. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. James coming in with the super. Thank you very much, James. Got Michelle Haberman. We got Death Destroyer Words, who's already got the Bosa. Yeah, it was a nice little bit of pressure. Nice bit of pressure from Nick Bosa. Again, this season, if you're asking me, what do you want to see? What are you hoping for this year? What I'm hoping for this year is that my moments of Nick Bosa are not to be interpreted through a nuanced understanding of what really matters. What I want is Nick Bosa laying on top of quarterbacks. No nuance need to be interpreted. That's a sack. I need gaudy Nick Bosa this year, and I think the 49ers need him too. A little gaudy Christian McCaffrey. Niners are already backed up. They're at their own 5-yard line to start the season as an offense. And right away, we got a little hustle and bustle for Brock Purdy, who throws one out to Christian McCaffrey for a completion and just a little bit of breathing room, picked up about 3 yards there. First play of the year, a 3-yard completion to Christian McCaffrey. There you go. Almost bet the Christian McCaffrey total yardage today. I thought that was a kind of interesting play over on Sleeper. I went with the anytime touchdown, though, when it came to McCaffrey. Anytime touchdown is the way that I played it. All right, 11, 28, 27, 26. Brock from the end zone. You come running out with that? Brock's going to be looking at his first third down of the year. Who's going to catch a pass first, Ricky Pearsall or George Kittle? You got to figure one of those guys is a primary receiver on this play right here. Ricky Pearsall coming in to check with Brock. George Kittle is the target. First down, 49ers. All right, so everyone kind of settling in to a day of football up in Seattle. Been a day of interesting football already, probably highlighted by the fact that the Washington Commanders are taking care of the New York Giants, as a lot of people expected. We've got ourselves a tight one between Tampa Bay and Atlanta. That's coming down the stretch there. I like that. Miami Dolphins absolutely got slaughtered earlier today. Good having football back on. Good making breakfast for the boys while football is on. Steelers over the Jets today. Aaron Rodgers with 4 touchdown passes for Aaron Rodgers. Bengals just get past the Browns on a day where, let's just say, my fantasy football afternoon with Joe Flacco was not very impressive, but the Bengals get over the Browns after all. 2nd and 6 now here for the 49ers. They're over their own 20-yard line. 9:22:21 to sync this bad boy up. Handoff to McCaffrey, who is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Not a lot going on there for the 49ers offensive line. All right, what do we got here? We got some Seahawks sitting down. We got a twisted ankle. What's going on? We got a hurt Seahawks sitting down on the field. Right away. Who was that? Emmanuel. Ooh. Oh, let me my volume taken care of up there. All right. Well, we got sad tinkling piano on Fox, which means we have our first injury of this game, which means it's the perfect time for me to say welcome. Hello. It's great to have you here. We're kind of just getting underway. We're just getting settled in. We're just underway, 49ers and Seahawks, and we're just underway in this NFL season. Welcome. My name's Damon. I've been covering the 49ers for about 20 years here in San Francisco. Now we're over here on YouTube, and you know what? It's been one of the coolest things that I've ever been able to do with my career. Thank you for being a part of this today. Hit like and subscribe. The goal of this channel is to be at 50,000 subs by the bye week. Now, that means some aggressive growth is what we need out of you. Many people who watch, the most people who watch, regulars who come in to watch, still don't subscribe. So if you hit that subscribe button, much appreciation would be coming from me towards you. You hit that like button, it's just going to mean this video is pushed across the YouTube algorithm more than it would be if you didn't tap that like button. So please do that. Hit notify, hit subscribe. We got memberships available, but I do hope that you plan on hanging out all football season with me right here on Damon Bruce Plus. And we will be your second screen for every 49ers game. Afterwards, we will do our own post-game show. We will do a wake-up the morning after with yours truly and Larry Krueger, starting at 9 a.m. West Coast time. Every single time the 49ers are play, we are live the next morning at 9 a.m. to get you into the Monday show that you need. Hopefully a victory Monday for the 49ers as they start this year on the road in division up in Seattle. Again, over 200 people officially now in the room. Welcome. It's great to have you. Thank you, as always, for the supers, for the support. We got H.M. Murdoch saying, happy week one, kids. Let's go. Greeting from a bar with disappointed Pats fans on the East. Well, you know, you're a Patriot fan. You knew it was going to be a little bit disappointing, but you're also kind of the Vrabel's going to turn it on, and we might be better than anybody thinks. Wait a minute. Wait a minute before you buy into that yourself. But good to have you here, H.M. Murdoch, all the way from your Patriots bar on the East Coast, wherever that may be. We are out here on the West Coast. We have 8:57 remaining in the first quarter. It's going to be a 3rd and 8 when the 49ers get back underway here. They're huddling right now. So we scraped a Seahawk off the field, and away we go on 3rd and 8. By the way, it's 8:47, 8:46, 8:45, 8:44, 8:43, 8:42. Trying to get you to sync up with what we're watching over here. Brock down the middle finds a wide open Ricky Pearsall. First catch of the season for Ricky. They had an awful lot of good kismet all preseason long. It looked like the Brock and Ricky show was officially going to unleash itself, and we just saw a little episode of it right there. Let me bring up this. So we had a 26-yarder to Ricky Pearsall, followed by a 13-yarder to Ricky Pearsall. Back-to-back catches for Ricky. 49ers got a little something going because of that. Brian Robinson Jr. in the backfield for the first time. Perfect ball, perfect placement there from Brock for Ricky. That 13-yard gain. It's a 7-play, 55-yard drive so far for the 49ers. Ooh, little jump throw. Looked like a check down to Brian Robinson, and that was nearly picked off. Looked like there was a little urgency there from Brock. He looked like he jumped a little. He did. Brock threw that while he was in midair. He jumped up to throw that. Look at that. Brock throwing with neither foot on the ground. Ball was a little bit behind Robinson. Well, how about this? It's not all Christian McCaffrey on the opening drive. Maybe Kyle Shanahan has learned some lessons about not overplaying a guy down to a nub all season long. It's a good sign. It's officially a good sign that Christian McCaffrey's not out there for the entire duration of the opening drive. And Brian Robinson Jr. is going to play a very interesting role on this team. I don't really know what to expect yet. McCaffrey's back in. 3rd and 9. So we're either going to be looking at a first down or the first opportunity to see Jake Moody this year. Ball thrown short. Looking for Russell Gage Jr. We do have a flag on the play, though. Is that going to be some pass interference on Ahkello Witherspoon? Let's see what we got. Oh, we got a roughing the passer. A roughing the passer up around Brock's face mask and helmet. It's not the most violent play I think anyone's ever seen, but technically you go helmet to helmet, you go shoulder to helmet, you get into a quarterback's face mask and you're going to draw a flag. That's a soft ass flag, but the 49ers will be happy to take the first down that comes with it. Yeah, late hit, not really. Little roughing, BS roughing. Yeah. Tip your bartenders and throw D a few bucks for the super. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Murdoch. Appreciate that. Think of me as a stripper working aggressively for tips. All right, so here we go. 49ers got new life and 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Christian McCaffrey up the middle for a couple. He ran hard, ran right into number 99. Catch for George Kittle. Catch for George Kittle. Got another first down. Just a little drag route over the middle for Hey Diddle Diddle. All right. So part of my sleeper bet today is an anytime touchdown for Christian McCaffrey. Let's see if Christian isn't getting involved in red zone plays. The red zone certainly was a hard place to visit without him last year. We do have a false start, though, on the 49ers on first down here. Luke Farrell with the false start. Come on. I don't like when backups come into the game and immediately greet the game with a penalty. It's been a good first drive for the 49ers in Seattle today. McCaffrey with the carry up the middle. Didn't get very much. A little too early for CMC. Doesn't look the same. I'm not ready to join you on the there's something wrong with Christian McCaffrey Hill. Not yet. Haven't seen enough. Let him warm up into a game. When it comes to running the ball, 49ers have got 19 yards on 17 attempts. We got Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy rushing. Was there a design or is he just escaping? No, he just escaped and went. Brock's got more skedaddle in him than it looks like he's got. He really does. By the way, if you played the Brock Purdy over-under rushing total, you're about a half yard away from that going over. I think it was 12.5 for Brock today. All right, Brock on 3rd and goal. Passes back. Hey, diddle, diddle. Touchdown, George Kittle. Corner of the end zone. Kittle, the first score of the season for the 49ers on their first drive of the season. They basically go 95 yards, the length of the field, on their opening drive of the year. Kyle had it all dialed up really well. Brock executed it really well. Did George hold on to that? No ball being shifted or rocked around. No, we are good. Touchdown, George Kittle. Now we just need Jake Moody to come on here and put the dot on the I. You know what you need to do, Jake. No missed point after touchdowns today, Jake. Can't deal with it. Don't want it. Be a bad way to start the year, Jake Moody. Don't make us regret keeping you around here, Jake Moody. I shouldn't be this nervous for a point after touchdown, but it is Jake Moody who drills it right down the middle. Thank goodness. It is 7-0 San Francisco 49ers. And just like that, we're officially underway. Boys and girls, it's so great to have you here. Hit like and subscribe if you would, please. I mean, if you can't like that George Kittle touchdown, I really don't know why you're here today. That alone should get a thumbs up out of you. The live stream watch party is, I don't want to say we're 1-0 already, but we've been around for one 49er drive this season, and there's one touchdown. So our broadcast to touchdown ratio is 1-to-1 right now. You're welcome. It's a pleasure. I'm happy to do my part. Do your part too. Hit like and subscribe. Thank you all so very much. So here we go. 49ers are on top, and now let's see what Sam Darnold and company do to respond to this one. Sam Darnold hit Jackson Smith and Jigba with an 18-yard completion on the very first play of the game, and then has not done much since. Wait, we got supers coming in, starting with 650, just putting a 50 spot in the ganja jar. Live streams are back, and so is 650. Thank you so very, very much. Thomas is coming in. Thank you, Thomas. Pretty fucking good. I would say so, too. I like the way that looked for sure. Thank you for sending a little something into the ganja jar. Certainly do appreciate it. Decent first drive. Even the critics, even those who don't like Brock, don't like Kyle, don't like Christian McCaffrey, not a lot to complain about right there. Not a lot to complain about right there. 95 yards. That's good, right? Well, technically 85-yard drive, right? We had penalties. You know how it goes. All right, hold on. I'm already looking at some in-season commercials that we're going to need to get used to. I got a guy who's drawing up plays with Cheerios at his breakfast table. I got a guy who's drawing up plays on napkins and on scrap paper. I got a guy who kind of looks like, Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec. Oh, now I got a Tom Brady sighting. Okay. Weird commercial. Kind of liked it. We got Jumpman Purdy in the NFL. Jay, did you see that? Brock Purdy with neither foot on the ground is out there jumping and throwing passes. Let's not do that again. Seriously, let's not do that one again. But thank you very much. JP from the 510, so much football. Feel like Randy Marsh from South Park with the ghost. It's been a long 7 months. We're back, baby. We are back. Yeah, Jumpman Purdy. Jay is Cal. Thank you very much. Jumpman, Jumpman, Jumpman. Brock Purdy, your latest Jordan athlete, right? Jumpman. Again, just a perfect opening drive for the 49ers, and now it's Seahawks with the ball. Sam Darnold handing it off, and let's see what this run defense looks like today. Let's see which rookie we're going to see flash first in today's game. Will it be Alfred Collins? Will it be CJ West? Will it be Nick Martin? Will it be Upton Stout? Will it be Michael Williams, whose official free lunch as the 49ers top draft pick comes to an end today? I see Alfred Collins out there. He's beating the man right in front of him. Baker Mayfield making plays in Atlanta as we go to another city for highlights here. Look at Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield's pretty good, man. Cleveland probably should have never let him go. Alex D says, you skipped my super, bro. How did we do that, Alex? How did we do that? I'm so sorry. This says, Damon, take a bottle full of whiskey for each Niner touchdown. No. That's not how it works. We're not going to be doing a bottle pull for each and every touchdown. There's going to be a lot of points this year. We're not going to do that. But when we get 50 supers in here a little bit later on today, it certainly could happen. Alex, thank you for the super. Didn't mean to miss it, brother. Thank you very, very much. Got lost in the sauce there. Sam Darnold to Jackson Smith and Jigba. Big completion. And Jigba just got by everybody. Just cooked up. Was that Upton Stout, I believe? Yeah. Yeah, that was just a wide open Jackson Smith and Jigba, man. Let me tell you, if Upton Stout's got to be on him all day, Upton Stout's going to have a long afternoon. Some hard running there. Hard running there by Charbonnet. So we'll see if the 49ers can hold the Seahawks to something other than a touchdown. After scoring a first touchdown on their first drive, the Seahawks here on their second drive are marching. And that is not a good sign. We got Fred Warner down, and he looks like he is in pain. Fred Warner writhing on the turf just a little bit. That ain't good. You want to talk about things that are just non-negotiable this year. You know, an injury to Fred Warner feels like one of those non-negotiable moments. Seriously. Hopefully he's okay. Yeah, down already? I hope not. He was in pain, though. He pulled something. He says, I mean, that was not a just, I'm down, I need a breath. That was him kicking. He was in pain right there. So we'll see what this is for Fred Warner when we come on back. But in the meantime, again, it is great to have you all here today. Thank you so much for hanging out with yours truly. It's year number 3 for us on YouTube together. Hopefully you plan on making us your second screen whenever the 49ers are playing. It's a great community. It's a good group of people. People here who just want Fred Warner to rub a little dirt on that and get ready. Yeah, Fred, seriously. Hopefully he can do that. Maybe it's just a stinger. Maybe it is. Again, I'm not going to start. I'm not going to be in the speculation business. I don't know what just happened to Fred Warner, but hopefully it ain't serious. Hold on. All right. So now we're back. Fred Warner came down funny. Might have gotten kicked in the face there a little bit by a heel. Nothing really out of the ordinary. Warner, he went to he's jogging off the field. Fred Warner, I think, is going to be fine. All right, Fred Warner walking off under his own power. He's going into the blue tent, but hopefully Fred is fine and dandy when it's all said and done. He'll be back in a few plays. Easy to say, John, but I would agree with you. I bet she's back out there in a few plays. Well, Seahawks are here inside the 20. Another run up the middle. Another successful run up the middle on this 49ers defense. D. Winters got in there on the tackle. Bill, man, this goddamn injury team, it never stops. Here's the thing. At least you get hurt during a football game, and we all saw it. Not these mysterious injuries that you hear about, never see. But yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. Jay again. How come Nick Martin's inactive? Is Nick Martin inactive today? I wasn't aware of that. I thought Nick Martin was dressed and out there to play. I guess I missed I was having a helping Jillian get the kids out to the beach today, so I wasn't giving my latest actives and actives right before this game started. I would assume Nick Martin was out there today. He's not? Excuse me. Seahawks got the ball just outside the 10-yard line. They're running it again. Why would they stop? They're having quite a bit of success just running straight up the middle on the 49ers. Tatum Bethune is in for Fred Warner. And we're going to take a timeout in Seattle. As end of the first quarter. Or it says end of the third quarter. That was the first quarter, Fox. Just the first quarter. End of the first quarter up in Seattle. And 49ers have not done much to stop the run, but a great opening possession has them on top 7-0. And welcome to Damon Bruce Plus. It is a great time for you to pick up your phone or pick up, I guess you would pick up your phone to pick up an app and order Ike's. My good friend Ike has got something for you. If you order now, maybe you got it by the end of halftime. If you're in a delivery area, make sure you sign up for the Love Rewards program. You will find yourself eating free sandwiches, working your way towards free chips and drinks when you sign up for the Love Rewards program over at Ike's. Our friends at the Dubliner. Oh, we love you, Dubliner. We really, really do. Our friends at the Dubliner are going to be welcoming us back for Plus Mania. What are we, 7 now? Is it Plus Mania 7? We're going to be doing that on October 4th. 420 The Dubliner West Portal in San Francisco, we're all going to be meeting up. That is the Thursday after the 49ers and Rams play that Thursday night game. So we're going to get together, watch ourselves a little college football. We're going to have a DJ. We're going to have an awful lot of fun at the Dubliner West Portal. It's going to be a Saturday night 420 party on October 4th, and we hope to see you there. And I certainly hope to see you having some fun over at Sleeper this year. It's a great place. It's building its own community. You and your friends can get together. You can talk about games. You can bet on games. You can win together. You can go through it together. You can experience a little community and a little fun over on Sleeper. And right now, when you use promo code Damon, you get a 100% deposit match up to $100 on your first deposit. And the link you need to click on is right in the description of this video. So check that out. Check out Sleeper. Again, my plays for the day on Sleeper are right here today. I need a Christian McCaffrey touchdown this afternoon. An anytime touchdown from Christian McCaffrey. Ricky Pearsall, 3.5 receptions. He's already got 2. Sam Darnold, under 8.5 rushing yards. All three of those come in. Winner, winner, chicken dinner for Daddy over on Sleeper. Let's see how it all does when it is said and done. No more injuries. Yes, we would like no more injuries to be a theme today for sure. No more injuries is definitely what we're going for all season long when it comes to the 49ers. It is ridiculous how often this team gets hurt. Bill M says this team decided to not dress Martin over the vets. Again, I think that's a mistake. I think Nick Martin's going to play an important role on this team this year. I want that guy out there. I really do. I think he's going to be a good player. We're not going to talk about that being a mistake until it reveals itself as a mistake a little bit later on today. So not yet. Interesting. 57 at outside linebacker. Bosa 2-point stance on some plays. Yeah, Bosa putting both his hands in the dirt. That was a good defensive moment right there. D. Winters comes up, makes a big tackle on Charbonnet. It was on 3rd down. That's the biggest play so far for the 49ers defensively right there. Fred Warner was right back in the middle of that. Boom. All right, so what are you doing here on 4th and short? Seattle's looking at 4th and 3. And they're going to run a play here. Seattle not looking for a field goal early on, looking 4th and 3. Darnold has the ball. He throws to the corner. Not even close. Are they going to call pass interference? That was an uncatchable ball. That was totally uncatchable. Upton Stout. Where is that flag? That was an uncatchable ball. That should not be pass interference in the end zone. They're saying pass interference on Upton Stout. Man, 1st and goal at the 1. What a terrible moment for the 49ers, man. Let's see this. Upton Stout. Again, does ball catchability have anything to do with that? Did he grab his arm a little bit? He did, but he did not prevent him from catching a ball that was an uncatchable football. Touchdown up the middle. Is that Walker or Charbonnet? Is Charbonnet. Touchdown. So what could have been a huge 7-0 get off the field on 4th down moment turns into 1st and goal from the 1, and the 49ers give up a rushing touchdown after it looked like they had gotten off the field. Yeah, we are already now we have a game. Well, it's 13 minutes, 38 seconds remaining in the second quarter of week 1. There's a lot of games. We got a lot of games. A lot of game here. All right. 7-all. Oh, it's not the refs, but still, I thought that was an uncatchable ball. Sam Darnold threw that thing closer to the first row than he did the back corner of the end zone. Oh, the official spy versus spy. Upton Stout is trash. Yeah, I mean, without a doubt, the rookie on his second ever drive gave up a touchdown. What trash. Come on. Disappointing for sure. But we're not going to do the trash. It was unacceptable, but he grabbed his arm. He's got to stop that. Yeah, I mean, it was uncatchable. But yeah, you can't grab that arm like that. Still, didn't prevent the catch. Come on, drama queen Damien. Tell your listeners that Kyle's the franchise's biggest loser today. Oh, boy. I mean, some of you guys, you're already in midseason form. Seriously? Kyle is in his 9th season. Only Bill Walsh has more seasons coaching the 49ers than what Kyle Shanahan has today. Not bad for a guy who sucks. Jay is Cal coming again, says Winter, former captain of a team who went to a national championship. Seconds later, PI on an uncatchable ball for a touchdown. Guy that I benched over number 9. Sorry. Lots of information in there. Again, folks, there's nothing to worry about yet. We're not even at halftime a week. If you can't even make it to halftime of week 1, it's going to be a long season with you along for the ride. It really is. It really is. Yeah, the 49ers are in a tie game before halftime of week 1, and we got people peeing down their own legs. Like, relax just a little, everyone. Yeah, and there will be these, Joe, no doubt. Rookie growing pains. There will be rookie growing pains. I can promise you that. All right, kickoff is underway for the 49ers. We're just going to take a knee on that since the momentum was pulling the returner backwards into the end zone instead of coming forward. So there it is. There will be growing pains. There will be growing pains in the middle of this defense. There will be growing pains in the run defense. I think the team that you're looking at here in week 1 will be much improved by the time you get to week 10. I really do. All right, so 1st and 10. Drive here for the 49ers. Little bobble by Brian Robinson, who gets the ball, goes around left side, picks up about 4 yards. There was a little juggling when that ball was put into Brian Robinson's hands right there. I want no mistakes today. I want no fumbles today. No interceptions today. That'd be a great way to start the year. $13:05, $13:04, $13:03, $13:02 on the clock. Ball is snapped. Oh, little fake handoff to McCaffrey. Pitch up to Kittle, but Seattle was all over that. Got kind of an interesting wrinkle there from Shanahan, that inside leverage toss, but Seattle was on top of it. Does Fred Warner have a Band-Aid on his nose? Did he get Chinatowned on the end of his nose right there? 3rd and 5 for Brock Purdy. Scrambling. Purdy in trouble. Throws that one away. Seattle had a 3rd down stop. Was that Leonard Williams? Well, that was not a very good offensive possession after the 49ers had a very good offensive possession to start the game. Not very good right there. Morstead punting the ball away right now, back to Seattle. And big missed tackle on special teams. Got about a 10-yard return there. So Seahawks are going to get the ball back here. Looking to take a lead on the San Francisco 49ers. Game tied at 7 right now. We got Hocules kid out there. Doesn't hit the preach curls quite like the old man did. We got another flag, though, here on special teams. Is it on the Niners again? I hope not. That is on the Niners. Number 33, the kicking team, went out of bounds voluntarily on the kick return, and you're not allowed to do that without cheating. So don't do that. Damon, our center, would get pushed around by a Girl Scout. Yeah, it wasn't. They're not getting an awful lot up the middle from the 49ers offensive line in terms of opening up the run or closing down the pass protection. I'll give you that right now. Understatement of the year here. A lot of game left. 49ers special teams not looking any better so far. Well, they haven't gone out of their way to physically lose a football game. That's what they were doing last year. At this point in time last year, they would have already given up a touchdown, I think. So a little improvement, not massive improvement. Got Jam 18 says, I don't think CMC is healthy. They aren't using him. No, they're using him. I just think that they're trying not to overuse him. I think they're trying not to overstimulate that calf, which appeared on the injury list this weekend. Again, I think less is more from Christian McCaffrey this year. And even though I say that as a guy who's got him on my fantasy football team, I think for the Niners, less is more. And Brian Robinson Jr. is the kind of guy who's got the kind of talent that you do want worked into your game plan. You do want in the mix. Michelle Haberman, CMC is a decoy, fine by me. Again, you got to pay attention to him no matter where he is. See, this game is over. Spy versus spy. Just stop it. Stop it. All right. Back from commercial break. Big noon Saturday kickoff tease. Oregon, Northwestern. Good luck, Northwestern. You're going to need some. Well, that's going to get ugly. All this hype y'all did this offseason for this crap, it's a tie game. It's a tie game with 12 minutes left in the second quarter. Did you expect the Niners to be up 30-0 at this point in the game? Are you seriously? It's great to have you here. If all you're going to be is a total pussy all season long, go to another watch party. Seriously. There's a little bit of therapy that I'm going to do for you here. I'm going to help you get through the tough moments. This ain't a tough moment yet. Nothing in this game is a tough moment. Nothing has happened that should draw any season conclusions as to what the Niners will or will not be so far in this game. Stop it. Sam Darnold, incomplete on second and 12, bringing up a 3rd and 12, 3rd and long. This is a get off the field down for the 49ers. Hopefully they get off the field here on 3rd and 12. Let's see. Seriously. Tree man Michael Jackson. People calling this season before halftime of week 1. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Whole bunch of Chicken Littles thinks the sky is falling every time a cloud comes in front of the sun. 3rd and 12. Sam Darnold, what do you got? You got an incompletion, Sam Darnold. He was looking for Jackson Smith and Jigba, did not find him. It's 4th and 12. 49ers will be getting the ball back here. Maybe the season isn't over after all, huh? Good job by Diamador Lenore on Smith and Jigba right there. Is Michael playing? I have not seen him out there yet. I have not seen or heard the name Michael Williams. He is yet to register on my radar in any way, but we'll keep an eye out there for him for sure. Hey, and Sky Moore has returned a punt for the 49ers without actually fumbling the ball away. So that's good. That feels like improvement right there. Jay is Cal says, I like this NASCAR package. 94, 97, 98, 47. Yeah, that's the beef. That's the beef up front. When the 49ers have Bosa, Calais Davis, was it Alfred Collins and Bryce Huff out there? That should be a handful. We've not really spotted CJ West yet. No, I've yet to see CJ West even out there, to be honest with you. I'm looking for him. My eyes are up there. I'm looking for those dreads coming out of the back of a helmet on a 99 jersey. Haven't seen one yet. But what I do see is that we have over 300 people in the room right now. Welcome. Hit like and subscribe if you would, please. If you're not a subscriber, we're trying to get to 50,000 subs by the bye week. If you could hit sub right now, I'd really appreciate that. But you go ahead and hit that like up, that thumbs up button. And it's great to have all 300 of you in here. Hopefully, at least the vast majority of you realize the season is not over. As a matter of fact, more accurately, it's just begun. So everyone needs to kind of calm down just a little bit. D Winters. Yeah, D Winters has been flashing a little bit out there, especially on that last that last out, 3 and out by the Seahawks. This team is going to the Super Bowl? Let's just see if this team can beat Seattle in week 1. That's where we are. Thank you very much, Stevo420. Welcome aboard. Great to have you. Ricky Spanish, what's up, Damon? Live from inside of Lumen Field. Seahawks fans around us are worried. Niners fans came out big in Seattle. Here, here's a super. Pull the bottle. I didn't do. There is no super, but thank you, Ricky. It's glad. I'm glad you're at Lumen. I tell you what, since you're there, since you're talking to me from the game, I will give you a little bottle pull. Here's the fans who made it into the game. Hopefully, Niners fans are outnumbering Seahawks fans today for the first time ever. Right? Have Seahawks fans ever been outnumbered in their own stadium? I don't think so. Woo. Ah, yeah. Little pull. It's a party. It's a watch party. Season is always better. I'm guessing it's with you. Thank you very much, John. I do appreciate that. Christian McCaffrey taking it around the right side. We got flags, though. We got flags all over the place. Offsides on the Seahawks. Penalty declined. First down. Okay. There you go. You take that every day. Oh, Ricky, there it is. Thank you, Ricky. Inside Lumen Field. You got your bottle pull. Thank you, Ricky. Oh, right up the middle. Sack. Brock went down. He got his leg twisted underneath him, too. Hopefully he is all right and fine and dandy. All right, where did this pressure come? Right, Dominic Pooney had to deal with another guy. McCaffrey totally missed the block that he needed to make there to spring Brock into making a play. That was all on Christian. McCaffrey slipped. There you go. McCaffrey slipped. Totally missed the blitzer. That makes it 2nd and 22. What a shame. That was not on the offensive line. That was on Christian McCaffrey in the blocking scheme. McCaffrey now with a little carry up the middle. Gains about 6-7. Chudley, 716. Is it too late to schedule the Miami Dolphins? Yeah, I believe those schedules are set, so probably a little bit too late. Is Kittle okay? Yeah, as far as I know, George Kittle's already scored a touchdown today. 3rd and 16. 3rd and 16, and we got ourselves a timeout. 49ers are going to talk about this one. So Niners are going to take a timeout to talk about this 3rd and 16. Let's see if they actually, get aggressive to try to pick up the first down here, or we're going to get, some, basically giving up on the drive, middle screen or just some uninspired run play up the middle here, some draw. That'll be a little disappointing. I hope you got 1 3rd and 16 drawn up for week 1 already here, Kyle. What do you got? Yeah, just kind of an up the middle play. McCaffrey just went right up the middle. It wasn't quite a draw, but it was right up the middle. It was a give up. We don't want to throw the ball on 3rd and 16, and I don't like that play. I don't like that play, and I don't like the fact that we got Trent Williams down on all fours there. He's up. He's walking off. Okay, good. I don't like seeing Trent Williams in the doggy style position on the field. Glad that didn't last very long. Hopefully just jump off to McCaffrey most of the game and give the workload to Brian Robinson. Here's the thing. You got to get a game in hand before you're comfortable just getting Christian McCaffrey off the field. And this, we ain't there yet. Yeah, Busta, I saw it too. Trent, or throw the damn ball, he said. But Trent slow off the field, 49ers red zone. I saw that too, but again, Trent's old enough to walk as slow as he wants when the play's not actually active. I don't care. All right. Lucky they have Sam Darnold. Oh, what do you think? A better quarterback would have already had the Niners way down in this game? I don't think we're quite there yet. Have they gone back to Kittle since the touchdown? No, I don't believe he's been targeted since that moment. Tell you what, I planned for this one. Look at that. Bathroom break. I'll be right back. Hold on. We got a little Darnold here. What do we got? I'd like to time this with a commercial. I really would. All right. Darnold dumps off underneath. You figure it all out. I'll be right back here in just a moment. Hold on. All right. Look at that. I go to the bathroom and the Niners are getting off the field. That's got to be good, right? Maybe I should spend more time in the bathroom. The dump off pass that went nowhere fast. And Michael Williams gets involved. All right. Sky Moore. Sky Moore fumbled the punt, picked it up, got out of bounds. God, Sky Moore. Come on, Sky Moore. By the way, this is Jay. Jay is Cal. Being generous today, Jay. Thank you so much. Just realized it's the Kubiak Bowl. That's right. We got Clay. We got Kubiaks everywhere. Kubiaks all around. All right. Let's take a look at what we are looking at right here. Boom. Okay, what are we looking at? Let's check out some stats so far. First of all, if you're complaining about Brock Purdy, he's done nothing wrong. 8 of 10, 71 yards and a touchdown so far for Brock, who's handled everything that this game's thrown him pretty well so far. 8 carries, 36 yards for McCaffrey. That's a 4.5-yard average. That's a pretty damn good average, all things considered. So no complaints there. 4 catches for Kittle, 25 yards and a touchdown. 2 catches, 39 yards for Ricky Pearsall. We got Marquise Siegel, who's leading tackling right now. Fred Warner looking pretty good out there. Just glad that he came back from his little shakeup. No problems. Sam Darnold, 5 of 7. Nothing threatening happening out of Sam Darnold's hand yet. Charbonnet's been into the end zone. Jackson Smith and Jigba's shaked loose a couple times, but nothing really threatening from the Seahawks offensively either. So, pretty good start to the whole thing. Pretty good start. Niners 3 for 5 on third down, just 1 for 5 for the Seahawks. 108 total yards so far. Didn't feel like the 49ers were out rushing the Seahawks, but they are 49-31 so far. So pretty balanced. Pretty balanced so far, right? Certainly no reason at all to be giving up on the season or saying that this is all over and done with and it's all a colossal bust, whatever. Calm down. Calm down. Yeah, Sam Oliver has been out there forever, man. Pam Oliver is part of the OGs walking these sidelines. Little dump off to Christian McCaffrey. He got a little scoot to get him a first down right there. Trent Williams is back in. Did he come out for a play? Okay, well, he's back now. Good. Happy to hear that. There he is. Big 71. Is Juwan Jennings going to do anything today? Where is Juwan Jennings? Is he even out there? Top of the screen? Completion to Christian McCaffrey. Picked up about 5. By the way, George Kittle is not in this game. George Kittle doesn't have a helmet on. He's got a Niners baseball hat on. Is there an injury to George Kittle that I don't know about, didn't see or hear reported? What is going on? How come George is not out there in the mix? Toss back to Brian Robinson. He's had way too many Seahawks in that backfield to greet him. Yeah, man, this is like 3 different times where Pooney has been blocking, the guy right in front of him, and somebody's just gone right around inside in Brendel's gap and just come right into the middle of the 49ers offense. Jake Brendel, not impressive. Hey, there is Jawan Jennings, 3rd and Jawan, picks one up. Not quite a $20 million man, but Juwan, I'm happy that you got a little bit more money broken off your way. Now go earn it, baby. Go earn it. Purdy just felt that corner blitz coming from Ahkello Witherspoon, got the ball out to Jennings, and nice job all around. Nice job all around. All right, we're under 4 minutes here. Purdy takes a deep look, deep ball downfield. He's got a wide open Kyle Juszczyk, wide open, and he hits him. Big first down there for Purdy. Where did Juszczyk even come from? Juszczyk, he blocks, and then he just totally releases. Nobody even stays with him. This is a beautiful, beautiful play designed by Kyle. Juszczyk is always wide open. And he was wide open right there. 49ers are in the red zone here now. Brock has gone 4 for 4 on this drive. He's looking good. Hands the ball off to McCaffrey in the middle. Picks up a couple. George Kittle, done for the day. Television just said hamstring injury. Seriously? God. George Kittle didn't even make it to halftime of week 1. That's just not good. There's no way to spin that as that's good. Purdy pulls the ball down, takes off running, stretches. I don't know if he picked up the first down, but he is close. This is going to be 3rd and inches. Done for the day. That's a serious injury. Yeah, Jay, I mean, here's the thing. You tweak that hamstring a little, and something really bad could follow it if you don't pay an awful lot of attention to it. So an abundance of caution is the only way to be dealing with George Kittle hamstrings. We know that. But, man, that does suck. That does suck. The run game's going to miss his blocking. Every element of a football team is going to miss a guy like George Kittle when he's not ready to go. You miss George Kittle as a sideline cheerleader. You miss George Kittle as a mascot. You miss George Kittle, this guy who can score a touchdown, a guy who can, make the right block, guy who can set that edge. He's a special player, man. You cannot argue that the 49ers are at their best without one of their best offensive players. It's just that simple. So what the 49ers need to do is now survive this George Kittle injury. And hopefully it's not one of those going to linger all season long types of things. Yeah. Richard DeLeon says, George is him. Well, it can't be him when you are hurt. You cannot be him when you cannot be playing. That sucks. But there's a football game to be won without him today. So go do that. Go do that with the right play on 3rd and short right here. This is going to be a big play coming back. Where's Ricky Pearsall? Proper Niner wanted to know, where is Ricky Pearsall? Ricky has already got a couple catches in this game. You'll hear from Ricky again. Don't worry. It's not time to put out a APB on Ricky. Not yet. All right, we're back on 3rd and 1. Third and 1, and it's a big one. From the 6-yard line, handoff to McCaffrey in the middle, and you know what? I don't know if he made it. And Brendel got stood up and pushed backwards. Dude, Jake Brendel is a problem on this offensive line. He gets no push. I mean, I think he got it. I think forward progress means he got this. It's a first down, but still, that was hardly a hole made by men that Christian McCaffrey enjoyed. These plays coming in slow. McCaffrey got gobbled up again. Just a party in the backfield. There were 4 Seahawks around Christian McCaffrey before Christian McCaffrey even got behind the line of scrimmage. Jeez. Yeah, Seattle improved its defensive line, but the 49ers did not improve their offensive line in the middle, which is something that we said they needed to do. You know, Drew Dolman should have been signed as their big free agent get. They should have signed, drafted somebody else to come in and see if you can't improve upon Jake Brendel at center. But here we are with the same old, same old. 2nd and goal. Again, I don't think you can just afford to run it up the middle anymore. That's not working for you today. Did that ball get tipped? Brock was thrown to the corner of the end zone. Looked like he had Juwan Jennings working to get open over there, but that ball was out of bounds. Wow, I just heard on 17 dropbacks, Purdy's been pressured 12 times already. That's going to be a hard thing to overcome all season long if that maintains. Purdy on 3rd and goal, dropping back, looking to make a play. He's got to throw one off of his back foot to the corner of the end zone, and it just falls incomplete. Jake Moody, here you come. Feels like the 49ers got in position to score and then just got manhandled up front and a little uncreative along the way right there. A little bit of a disappointing ending to this drive. Let's see if Jake Moody can at least put the cherry on top with a field goal. Wanted the 6, wanted the 7, but all things considered, now I just want the 3 from Jake Moody, and that's always an adventure. This is a 27-yarder, so it better damn well not be an adventure, Jake. Here we go, 27-yard attempt. Jake Moody, he missed it. He fucking missed a 27-yarder. I mean, how do you not? How's this guy on your team still? How? How is Jake Moody still on the team? How is Jake Moody, who's just, look at this. This is a 27-yard field goal. This is a man without confidence. I mean, that is just unacceptable. Look at Shanahan. That's your fault, Kyle. It's your fault. It's Boyer's fault. You've had reality on Jake Moody staring you in the face, and you've been ignoring reality for a while. All I can tell you is that misses will continue. He will continue to miss 27-yard field goals. He will continue to miss point after touchdowns. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And now, right in the middle of the field, Jackson Smith-Njigba is wide open. And with a handful of seconds left here, Seattle might find itself in position to be kicking a field goal to take a lead here at half, instead of the 49ers having a lead by a field goal at the half. These corners are allowing releases to safeties who don't feel like they're ready for them. Nice ball from Sam Darnold. Man. You got a Kittle hamstring and a Moody missed field goal, and we haven't even reached halftime yet. Jake Brendel anxiety, and we ain't even at halftime. How about that? Darnold looking down the left side. Man, it looked like Upton Stout got a little beat there too by Jackson Smith-Njigba, but that was just an overthrow by Darnold. Bay Marin, BGN. Moody is my emotional control trainer. I mean, I wish they would cut him from that job too. It's just time to say goodbye, I think. O-line and Moody are trash. Thomas Selman, they're not dominant. I'll give you that. Not exactly a dominant kicker or a dominant offensive line. Sam Darnold is trying to make something happen, man. Sam Darnold's got himself a 2-minute drill working right here. He's going to be looking at 3rd and 1, 25 seconds remaining. Welcome back, Greg Joseph, everybody. Welcome back. Yeah, maybe Greg Joseph is going to be back in the mix soon. This is Bill Kennedy. Kennedy? Either way, Grant called it on X seconds due to the delay. That whether he was going to miss it. I mean, here's the thing. If you say Moody's going to miss it before a lot of his kicks, you're going to be right about 30% of the time, which means he shouldn't be your kicker. Red Jet, so good to see you. 13 long weeks of this. At least we have the tribe. Hit that like button. At least we got each other, Red Jet. Snaps for that. But yeah, no bueno. Damon, permission to start drinking now? Fuji Simeon, yes, you can go ahead. You can start drinking now. If you have to start drinking now, you go ahead and you do what you got to do. What do we got? Yamamoto goes from a potential no-hitter to a loss. Oh, how about that? Giants struggling. I need 49er football. You got it. All of a sudden, the 49ers start struggling. That NASCAR package. Yeah, it's going to need to get out there and drive around the track a little bit today. That Bosa, Huff. Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm not going to get excited about Yatir Gross-Matos anywhere. Guy's a rumor as far as I'm concerned. Bill M, we've got Kyle calling plays, so we're screwed. No, that's the one thing Kyle is officially good at. Stop. I miss my fellow producers almost as much as Moody misses field goals. Big Mac 8675. He used to live in Northern California. Now he lives in Green Bay, Wisconsin, probably right next to Micah Parsons. Big Mac, it's great to have you here, brother. Thank you very much for being a member and being so loyal all these years. Hopefully it's all going good for you in Wisconsin. Nearly 500 people in the room. Over 1,000 have stopped by already today. At some point in time, hit like and subscribe if you would, please. Sam Darnold, how much did he just scramble for there? He could have cost me my bet. Did Sam Darnold just screw my bet over? Sam Darnold, 9-yard scramble, and look at what I did on Sleeper. Hold on. Look at what I did earlier today on Sleeper. This was my bet. Sam Darnold, rushing yards under 8.5. He just scrambled for 9 to set up this field goal to give the Seahawks the lead. So I lost my Sleeper bet. The Niners just lost lead of this game right before halftime. Sam frickin' Darnold, the motor man. Damn you, Sam Darnold. Everything else was kind of tracking. Damn you, Sam Darnold. Damn you. Either way, if you want to make a play over on Sleeper, make sure you use promo code Damon when you sign up. You will get yourself set up with a $100 deposit match up to your first $100 in your first deposit. Use Sleeper and use the link that is in the description of today's video. We're thrilled to have Sleeper be part of Damon Bruce Plus this season. It's great to have them. And I've already lost my first Sleeper bet thanks to 9 scrambling yards from Sam Darnold. And Jake Moody, you SOB. You SOB. Get yourself a sandwich from Ike's, drink at the Dubliner West Portal, and hopefully you plan on joining us at the Dubliner West Portal. And when we get to halftime here, there's something else I'm going to tell you about that we've got coming up next week, and I hope you plan on joining us on Tuesday. We are going to go ahead and do a live call-in show. We're going to call it 49ers Tuesday Night Live with yours truly. We're going to be doing it at 8 p.m. Pacific time here on YouTube. And if you want to call, if you want in, all we're asking is that you sign up and get a ticket at showus.tv. The link to get the ticket to call in is in the description of this video as well. So go ahead and sign up for that and join me Tuesday night. And hopefully we'll be taking calls and we'll be interacting, and it won't just be a chat and me reacting to super chats. No, it'll be more than that. So we really hope to have you on Tuesday night when we're doing our first call-in show of the entire football season. So we hope to have you there. Again, thanks to our friends at Sleeper. Thanks to our friends at Show Us TV. Thanks to my friend Ike, feeding the world. Thanks to our friends at the Dubliner. And thanks to all of you for being here for our very first halftime show of this football season, and it's one that the 49ers find themselves on the wrong side of. It is 10-7 Seattle instead of it being 10-7 49ers, because Jake Moody doinks one from 27 yards away after another failed red zone attempt where running into the back of Jake Brendel didn't get it done offensively for the 49ers. We've gotten a good day out of Brock Purdy for the most part. He's got 124 passing yards, 12 of 16 and a touchdown. But George Kittle is out of the remainder of this game due to a hamstring injury. That's bad news. So we'll see if Juwan Jennings, who has a catch, we'll see if Kyle Juszczyk, who has a catch, we'll see if Christian McCaffrey and Brian Robinson can get this team the production that they need without George Kittle involved. Let's go ahead and take a look at the screen. Let's look at some team stats. Team stats for the 49ers. Again, they're outproducing the Seahawks, 165 to 122 total yards, but Seattle's got a field goal kicker who doesn't lack confidence. So they're on top by 3 right now. 112 passing yards for the 49ers. Trip to the red zone. One came up empty. 5 penalties for 33 yards already on the 49ers. A lot of them still coming on special teams. That's got to stop. There was a Fred Warner injury scare earlier. There was a Trent Williams injury scare a little bit earlier. And obviously, we have a George Kittle hamstring that is going to prevent him from going again today. But 34 plays and 7 points for the San Francisco 49ers so far in this game here today. We go back to the Supers, which I see are pouring in right now. Welcome back, Greg Joseph. Yes, indeed. I hope that he is around. He might be getting a phone call today. We've got Kyle calling plays. We're screwed again. We've already done that. Stop it. I'm surprised that Moody managed to hit the goalpost. I'm telling you, if hitting goalposts were ways to score points, Moody would be one of the absolute best in the business. J1's Cal again says, I'm feeling pretty moody heading into the half. You should be feeling a little bit of moody right now. What's everyone going to drink when Moody is kicking? You're going to want to go with brown liquor, I think, right there. You're going to need whiskey. What is the super count right now? Well, right now we're at 34. Don't ignore the target goal in the actual chat. We're at 34 supers right now. So we're getting closer and closer to another bottle pull. This is Moody gives me post-traumatic stress was that PTSD? Something like that. Yeah, time to go. Yeah, Mr. 33 degrees, I would agree with you, man. Like how many, look at it this way. So now the question isn't even, are you going to wait till Jake Moody misses field goals to cut him? The question is, how many more than one field goal is Jake Moody allowed to miss? Because if he's not cut, the answer was more than one. So what is the number? What is the magic number of missed field goals that actually gets Jake Moody cut from the San Francisco 49ers? Do we want to wager what that is? The fact that you're making a wager like that means you got the wrong guy in the room to begin with, does it not? Baby Radiance, my chest hurts from watching the game. What about our punter? Can our punter kick? Yeah, maybe get Morstead in there. Maybe he can do it. But yes, all those 49er anxiety feelings, they're coming back a little bit at this halftime, but I'm going to tell you there's still plenty of football game here left, so everyone calm down. I need a doobie when watching Moody, the humdinger. I hear you, man. I hear you. Hey, we got over 500 people in the room here and now. It's wonderful to have you here. Niners fans, please hit like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 50,000 subs by the bye week. I'm going to need you to help me get there. That's aggressive growth. I'm not going to be able to do it without a whole bunch of newcomers hitting that subscribe button. And all that's going to do is bring more videos that we do, more live streams that I host to you, easier to find than if you don't hit the subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up button. That's going to push this show out, and the algorithm will kiss us on the forehead, and hopefully the San Francisco 49ers will kiss the win column before today is said and done. Let's talk about how they're going to get there, shall we? How are they going to get there? By the way, Allison, a little something to the super chat. Into the ganja jar. Thank you very, very much, Allison. Appreciate it. Very generous with the 20 spot right there. Thank you. Thank you. Let me just ask you, how do they get back into it today? Because I think getting Brian Robinson involved is a big reason and a part of how it's going to happen. Brian Robinson so far hasn't really done anything. As a matter of fact, he has 2 rushes for -2 yards. Christian McCaffrey needs the ball more, but in fewer predictable ways. Brian Robinson needs to be something other than a sacrificial lamb to the block that Jake Brendel didn't set. And Juwan Jennings and Ricky Pearsall are going to have to come through. Juwan Jennings and Ricky Pearsall are going to need to be the George Kittle that George Kittle won't be allowed to be if this hamstring injury is going to keep him out the rest of the day. Would it count as a comeback after the half if the 49ers win? Well, it would count as you won a game in which you were down at halftime, but that's not the one that's like constantly haunting Kyle. The constantly haunting Kyle comeback is you're down in the fourth quarter. Did you come back? You've been down by more than 7 points. Did you come back? That's the one that isn't good for Kyle. But it's really not good for just about anybody. Kickless in Seattle. That's not bad for Jake. Jamie's going with Lemon Booty Moody. Not bad. Stout and Ambry Thomas both wear number 20. You see the similarities? Well, here's the thing. This is Stout's first game. Ambry Thomas was a problem a couple years into his career. Give Upton Stout the room he needs to go through the growing pains that he will be going through. Come on. All these young rookies are going to go through some growing pains. Damon, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Well, amen. There's a lot of life that applies to that for sure. Oh, we already got 7 and 10. 7 and 10. Calm down. What's the super count now? Now we're at 40. Now it's getting up there. By the way, why didn't Kyle burn a little bit more of that clock at the end of the first half when they were setting up for the field goal? He gave the Seahawks, again, just enough time that they needed. Maybe Moody only needs glasses. Maybe that's it. Get this guy some glasses. Bill M saying, okay, Damon, as you say, I'll stop it, but explain to me how Kyle is a good play caller. He doesn't seem to adjust to pressure. He doesn't use plays that seem to be hot. He's only running CMC. Ganja. Thank you for the Ganja job. He is a good play caller. That's long established. That's, you can't break down one series that didn't go anywhere and say he's not a good play caller. How about the 95-yard drive on the first offensive possession of the entire season that ended up a touchdown? Was he a good play caller then? Kyle is a good play caller. He is. He knows how to coordinate an offense. He's very good at it. It's undeniable. There's a reason why the entire league studies him. It's not because he's bad at it. It's not because the entire league is running, Niner-friendly content YouTube channels, and so they want to play nice to an audience. Kyle is a good play caller. Kyle's called so many good plays, he's reached the Super Bowl twice. Kyle called enough good plays to go to the overtime of the Super Bowl. If Kyle had won either of those Super Bowls, no one would be questioning his play calling. Again, if the only thing Kyle hasn't done is win the Lombardi Trophy. That's it. He's done everything else. Now, for those of you who say, until he does that, nothing matters. Okay. I hear you. Let me tell you easy. I'm not glazing Kyle. I'm giving you facts. I'm giving you facts because we got a whole bunch of panty wetters out there who didn't even make it to halftime before they pissed down their own legs. Okay? I'm not making excuses for Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan is very good at what he does. This is not up for debate. If you're saying he is guilty of having not won a Super Bowl, okay, you're right. Congratulations. There aren't a lot of guys who have ever coached the 49ers to Super Bowls. As a matter of fact, it's been 2 Super Bowl winners. He's trying to become the 3rd. He's in his 9th season. You don't get to season number 9 if you're bad at it. It's just that simple. Humdinger says Moody looks like Quagmire. Giggity kickity. Does he? He's got a big jaw, mandible, all jaw. Us being down at the half is not the reason for this statement, but our schedule this season is a lot more difficult than we give it credit for. No, it really isn't. It is the easiest schedule you can get. That doesn't mean it's easy, but it is the easiest schedule that you can get, or give a schedule being credit for being easy. It is that. This is one of the hardest games of the year today. This was a tough one to start with. Can we sign any of those college kids who participate in the McAfee game day field goal challenge? Those college kids are accurate. Thank you, Fuji. Yeah, go get me a kid off of the set of game day if you have to. Here's the thing. Shanahan's reaction to Moody's missed field goal says it all. He'll be cut. If you were willing to cut the guy the minute he missed his first field goal, he was the wrong guy to keep on the roster in the first place. That's the reason why I actually think that Kyle's ego won't have him cut. I mean, what happens if Moody kicks another field goal today and the 49ers win? Do you think he's going to get cut? I don't think he is. I think they're going to stick with this guy. It's insane, but I do. They are literally the mean girls trying to make fetch happen. They are. It's going to be a hard without Kittle for weeks. Playing like this won't win you many games. So wait. Do you know something about George Kittle's hamstring that I don't yet? Has the word weeks officially been applied to it? Let's not do that. I hope so. I think he gets cut. I hope he gets cut. Kevin, I kind of hope he does too. I don't think he will be. Sky Moore not fumbling the ball away. That's good. Dan Serrano says Kyle's reaction was priceless there. He's not happy. But again, how you gonna go ahead and do this now? How are you gonna cut him now? You know, the time to make that big choice was before this game started. You're made for radio or an FS1 show. I'll definitely watch. Love you, Damon. Well, thank you, Allison. I appreciate that. I don't think radio's coming for me anytime soon. Maybe Fox Sports 1 will. But thank you so very, very much. In the meantime, it's wonderful to have you here. Thank you for being generous with the super. And I hope you plan on being here all season long when we're doing our watch parties. I really, really do. Thank you so much. Moody needs to see a shrink to get his head right. I mean, that's the thing. He's got the leg talent to do it. He's just all in his own mind. Little dump off to Christian McCaffrey, who gets bumped from behind and starts even running faster. Christian McCaffrey was bumped into about 15 more yards there after this catch. You don't see this very often. Watch this replay. So Purdy dumps it, checks it down to McCaffrey. McCaffrey gets bumped forward and uses like a little turbo boost to keep going. All right. You don't see that play very often. 1st and 10 for the 49ers. Brian Robinson Jr. getting a touch, taking the ball up the middle for about 4. It's a nice little turbo boost, wasn't it, Bay? It was a little turbo boost there for Brock. All right. Is Pam giving us an update on Kittle? Little bootleg to Juwan Jennings. Easy play, wide open. Ricardo Rodriguez saying keeping Moody because he was drafted too early is crazy. More surprised when he makes field goals. Losing Kittle is huge for the run game. It's going to be a long year. Yeah, they're just showing the video of Kittle pulling up from his jog right there when he pulled his hamstring. I mean, look, that better not be a whole year. And come on. By the way, J1 Cal says, who's number 83? Oh, that's got to be MVS. Martez Valdez Scantling just called up off the practice squad. So that's who that is. Maybe Valdez Scantling will help you through your George Kittle hamstring injury. Purdy picked. He's going over the middle to Juwan Jennings. Brock. Served one up in the middle there. Man. That's not what you needed to do there, Brock. That is not what you needed to do right there. Looked like Juwan Jennings was running a little bit of a comeback route in the middle of the field and just picked off by a linebacker. Wow. Well, that's not good. Jones with the interception. I'll agree with you. That was a Jimmy Garoppolo-like throw. That's what happens when you always have to throw off your back foot because you got no protection. Yeah, the whole thing didn't look good. That whole thing did not look good. I need a drink, James A. I hear you, buddy. By the way, we are officially 4 supers away from the first official super triggered bottle pull of the year. Get the blinders off and tell some truth, Damon. You do realize the 49ers can still very much win today's game, right? Like that interception wasn't good, and the Kittle hamstring thing isn't good. And some of the protection's not good. Some of the running game's not good. But you understand they're tied. Or no, they're only down 3 right now, right? You understand that? This isn't time to give up on the year quite yet. It's not even time to give up on this game. So that's the truth. Now, this could be a little bit of the truth, too. Brendel is trash. I'm not impressed by Jake Brendel. Never really have been. Can't see myself becoming to be impressed by him. That wasn't a good throw. Off the back foot, moving in the wrong direction. There's no doubt. Well, $53 million man. Oh, Joseph, we knew that you had your super chat loaded to shit on Brock Purdy the very first chance you got. He's the only guy in a 49er uniform playing really well today. Sam Darnold keeps on getting these balls out, whether they come out pretty or ugly or flat or fluttering. They're getting to their targets. All right, now they're breaking down the interception. McCaffrey slipped. This is the second time today McCaffrey slipped. McCaffrey slipped on an opportunity to block a blitzer. Got Brock. Christian McCaffrey slipping, got Brock an interception, and got Brock sacked. I need a drink too. Bay Marin. It's not over till it's over. Well, I'll tell you what, that's officially our 50th super. So for that, you get a bottle pull. And the way that this game's going, I mean, it's not the worst thing I heard of either. Cheers. All right, 3rd and 3. Woo, I got a little aggressive. Incomplete pass. Upton Stout on the coverage. I smell another injury coming. Trent, drink. No, come on, my 33 degrees. We don't speak things like that into existence on game day. Come on. Thanks for the super, but you should keep that one to yourself. Hey, Damon, just wait for Brock's 4th quarter interception. Thank you, Sugar Knot. We'll all wait together for that. Sky Moore. Sky giving the 49ers more than they could have hoped for on that punt return. Actually, nice little job there by Sky Moore. I wonder if you can bet on Moody missing kicks. Oh, absolutely you can. Absolutely you can. I don't know if they got that available to you on Sleeper, but you can cook that up somewhere for sure. By the way, what else we got going on right now? Got the Broncos on top of the Titans, 10-9. Get the Packers at halftime on top of the Lions, 17-3. Texans over the Rams, 9-7. Go Houston. That could certainly help the 49ers out. At least the Rams are losing today. Fun Sunday nighter tonight, Ravens and Bills. That should be a really good one. The Raiders went out on the road for a 20-13 win over the New England Patriots. 362 passing yards from Geno Smith. Wow. Ashton Genty, 19 carries, 38 yards. So not a lot there, but he did get into the end zone. All right. Cardinals. They're the first team in the NFC West to pick up a win. 20-13 in New Orleans over the New Orleans Boilermakers, who were dressed like Purdue today for some reason. Fuji coming on in here saying, with the new kickoff rules, Moody is not useful anymore. By the way, can we just get rid of the new kickoff rules? The new kickoff sucks. It does nothing. I don't think I'm getting more returns. If you're proving to me that I'm getting more returns, they're not good enough or entertaining. And I don't need this change. It's whatever it was supposed to do. I don't know if it's really doing it. Yeah, I hate the kickoffs. I mean, here's the thing. It's not that I hate them. It's just they do nothing. They do the same amount of nothing that basically the old kickoffs do that we had to get rid of. Yeah, they got George right out of uniform and everything, man. All right, 49ers offense. Let's see what you got. Run up the middle, and McCaffrey gets almost 10. That was blocked well. That was a good running play right up the middle of the 49ers offense right there. So that was a good look for the 49ers to start this drive out right here. Damian Geppetto says the Niners look decent on both sides of the ball. The only difference is a Moody miss. I don't know if they look decent, but they've been okay. Well, I guess okay and decent are kind of the same word. It's been an unimpressive afternoon so far. The most amount of unimpressive coming, of course, from Jake Moody. But it's been very ho-hum. Very ho-hum. Hey, McCaffrey's actually taking himself out of the game. 49ers 7 out of 10 So Brian Robinson Jr. standing next to Brock in the backfield. Little toss over to Robinson, who's got a running lane. Picks up about 6. By the way, it's amazing how Isaac Guerrero went from being like the second guy in this depth chart to not even having his name used. Yeah, I can't imagine that Moody survives to play another game. You would think. I think he's back. I think he's kicking in New Orleans next week. Again, if one miss is all you were waiting for to make a roster move, then you should have made that roster move before the one miss. Brian Robinson Jr. comes spinning out of some backfield traffic to pick up first down for the 49ers. That was good. Looked like he got stopped short there, but he spun his way out of it. Is this real? Did Pete Carroll become the first old coach to win a game? Wait a minute. So what are you saying? Pete Carroll's now the oldest coach to win an NFL game? Is he really? All right, Niners are in midfield now. 1st and 10. Brock to Christian McCaffrey. Picks up about 8. A lot of Christian McCaffrey involvement and use right now, that's for sure. Fuji says, can Moody be a hamstring donor for those in need? I mean, here's the thing. You get a problem with the results of that guy's legs. Would you even want Jake Moody's hamstrings? They're not serving him very well. Niners look like they got a little momentum in their running game going here now. Again, McCaffrey up the middle. First down. All right, 49ers on the move. Wesley Brooks. No, Damon. It is not one miss. It is the totality. Again, if the total was a problem before today, the cut should have happened. My question is how many kicks is he allowed to miss before he gets cut? And if the answer was he's only allowed to miss 1 before he gets cut, he should have been cut before that even happened. You know, if your demand is nothing but perfection will keep him on the team, you can say goodbye to him right now today. Because perfect ain't out there. So, I'd like to be wrong on this one. I really would be. I think he could easily be replaced by someone who is as good, if not better than him. But I don't know if they will. By the way, Luke Farrell making a nice block on that play. Luke Farrell was a little kittleish, that block. What was that? That was a weird play from Kyle Juszczyk, who looked like he was going backwards there and came forward. I would like to see a replay of that. It was a weird motion. If we all stop drinking, things will turn around. Or maybe if we all start drinking. Look at it this way. If booze could affect the outcome of games, the Niners would have won a Super Bowl by now. 3rd and 2. Kyle's going to hand it off. See, that was predictable. 3rd and 2, Kyle just hands it off to McCaffrey again. They've gotten a little too just give the ball to Christian McCaffrey right here. And the Seahawks are all over it. They ran to the right side, and McCaffrey gets hit in the backfield. I mean, feel free to call something else there, Kyle. Kyle is now going to be calling something on 4th and 2. So we're not sending out the field goal unit right here. Not sending out the punting unit right here. 4th and 2 for Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers offense. Brock's got the ball. He's dropping back. Tight window to Luke Farrell. Farrell catches it in between two guys, gets sandwiched, holds on. Niners first down. Woo-hoo-hoo. Wow. Luke Farrell. That was a mannish catch and hold on to that ball there. Luke Farrell got rocked by Ahkello Witherspoon and by Jones, and he held on to the ball through the completion of coming down to the earth. That was a big play right there. Big play for Luke Farrell. Again, Brian Robinson gets stopped right around the line of scrimmage. What was working in the running game all of a sudden is now not really working in the running game. Mary, Chicago 49er faithful. Damon, do you think that Kyle will overuse CMC? I think he'll be on the IR in a few weeks. If left to his own devices, yeah, Kyle probably would overdose on that drug. Needs to be taken away from him at times. I hope Brian Robinson continues to give a reason to take away. Brock, I think, is about to get called for intentional grounding. Under pressure again. Brock looked like he was going to escape pressure. By the way, it was Trent Williams who got pressured. Trent got pushed back into Brock. Brock is falling down. He just tries to get rid of the ball. That's got to be grounding. Oh, before the pass was thrown, illegal contact, replay second down. Okay, so after the paperwork settles, the 49ers are still okay. You're right, brother. That last comment was foul. Definitely don't want anyone getting injured. We got this all the way, Mr. 33 degrees. See, again, a little positivity. I'm hardly Mr. Blowing sunshine up your ass, that's for sure. You know that about me. Jay is Cal. What if we get replaced? What if we get replaced left guard and center with Colby and Matt? Hennessy and Connor Colby? Yeah, I mean, yes. I don't think that is an impossibility. But, you know, you play your veterans and the guys you think are going to lead you to victory in week one. And then if week one goes a little different, then maybe you start looking around for other solutions. But they're just doing an awful lot of force feeding a Christian McCaffrey, who just nearly picked up a first down with a catch and run. McCaffrey's been a little bit better of a pass catcher today than he has been a running back. This is a very long drive for the 49ers, over 8 minutes. Juwan Jennings looked like there was a little contact. It looked like Juwan Jennings got tripped, but there's no flag. And this is 4th and 2 now. 4th and 2. And are we going to do it? Are we going to do it? Is this Jake Moody time? Oh, it's Jake Moody time, everybody. It's Jake Moody time. If Jake Moody misses this field goal, I don't think you let him stand on the sideline for the rest of the game. So Jake Moody really needs this 36-yard attempt badly, and it was blocked. It was blocked by Julian Love. I mean, that's got to be it for Jake Moody, you would think. You would think. I mean, look, I don't even know if you can put that on Moody. That was a hell of a block by Love and Seahawks on special teams. But special teams have cost the 49ers 6 points in a 3-point game. I mean, like, this is what happened last year. This is what we've gone through already. This is something that cannot happen again this year, and it's already happening. Jake Moody missing field goals, a blocked field goal, special teams problems. Good God. Unbelievable. CMC's our Jordan. Yeah, I mean, he's the only guy anyone depends on to do something play after play after play after play after play after play. That's for sure. This is what happens when there's no deep threat. I think there's some truth to that too. And, have we reached the part where Moody gets it blocked again? Yes, we have. With the gods have started. Laces out. Here we go. Hey, can we just put in Brock Lesnar's future son-in-law? Can we get Drew Moss? Is he the missing ingredient in this game? I kind of hope Moody misses. Well, Chris, careful what you wish for. Really wasn't a miss. It was a block, but that was not good. Damon, would you say to Moody or motivate him? What would you say to Moody to motivate him? I'd be like, your career hangs in the balance. I mean, there's nothing left to say. There's nothing left to say for Jake Moody. His career is hanging in the balance. Jed York needs to be in Shanahan and Lynch's faces after the game. Now, look, you can't not spend money the way that he has spent and get angry about things. The special teams have improved? Not yet. Not yet. The Football Zone says, you can't make this shit up. Oh, no, this is part of the script. This is part of the script. By the way, that the left side of the 49ers kick protection unit just got crumbled in a way that you never really even see. That was ridiculous. Now's when you need to worry about Seattle scoring again. Now Seattle scoring again brings you a lot closer to the loss column than you are right now. The Moody comments there's a lot of them. And special teams was addressed this offseason, Ricardo? Maybe not. Fuji again says, sign a junior college kicker or a fan in the crowd. Okay, go back to your idea about bringing the kid from College Game Day. Keeps on hitting those McAfee challenges. The first miss is all on Moody. The second one, it was a protection breakdown, but just not good. Third and 4. You got to get off the field 3rd and 4 right now, 49ers D. 3rd and 4. Sam Darnold, what do you got? Nick Bosa, some pressure in his face. Darnold rolls out to the right a little, uncorks one, throws one. Jackson Smith-Njigba comes back and gets it. God, man. Jackson Smith-Njigba is everywhere. We got a flag. Holding on Renardo Green. So, first down, Seahawks. Maybe Moody can fake an injury so the backup can come in. Mr. 33 degrees, yeah, like whatever it takes. Less Jake Moody seems to be the right way to go about divvying out the Jake Moodys. You know, at some point in sports, it all comes down to, are you an asset or are you not? I don't think Jake Moody can be seen as an asset to the 49ers. been good to see D. Winters playing well today. He's been in on a lot of tackles. How come the only ones who don't like Jake Moody and Jake Brendel are stuck on the 49ers coaching staff? See, that's a legitimate question. It does seem like the two biggest cheerleaders those guys have come from inside the building, like the phone calls coming from inside the house, like those horror movies. It is odd. Bigger offseason failures, special teams or O-line? Hand banana? Well, both are failing a bit today. But I think they did more to address special teams than they did this offensive line, to be totally honest with you. And that, to me, based on all the lessons that we learned last year in terms of just what mattered in the postseason, and dominant offensive lines mattered in the postseason. And if you didn't have one, you weren't winning a game of trench warfare. I would have liked to have seen, how about this? If they had signed another center, I wouldn't care that Jake Moody were still on this team. Saleh's defense is carrying Kyle Shanahan's awful offense and special teams, a.k.a. Moody. Saleh's at least making it closer, and it seems to be avoiding a blowout. Look, Robert Saleh and the 49ers defense has done a decent job today. Absolutely it has. The offense, at times, yeah, predictable. I'll give you that. Game's not over. Bill M says, there's a girl on YouTube that hits from 50 consistently. Give her a call. Brian, 5-12 boys, 1-5 in the division. Man, didn't take very long to lose you, Bri. Again, I'll tell you, if chat room anger was a predictor of the type of football season that you were about to have, Niners are going to have a rough year because this is an angry chat room here. Jake Buzzkill Moody. Dan, thank you very much for the super. We got Rob coming in with a super. Call Rodrigo Blankenship tomorrow. Well, it's Craig Anthony, right? Craig Anthony, Carl Anthony Towns. 2nd and 8, that ball is out. 49ers are on it. 49ers are on it. That ball was fumbled. That ball is live. Marquise Siegel jump on it. Is that who that is? Who caused that fumble? Is that Okwonu? Sam Okwonu caused the fumble. Elliott and Siegel hopped on it. Niners got the ball back. Robert Saleh saving some serious bacon with this defense right now. That's big. That's big. Now, Kyle, do something. Offensively, do something. By the one, Jay is Cal says, if you're a Jake on the 49ers, we want you gone. Yeah, Jake Brendel, Jake Moody. Feels about right. Feels about right. Brock looking to uncork a deep one. Flag on the play. By the way, we are in the fourth quarter. Sam Okwonu. Big play. Causing that fumble. Holding. First down on the 49ers. Holding. Defensive holding. Illegal contact on Love. Hand banana. His name is Jake. She sounds hideous. State Farm. It's amazing how long that State Farm campaign is continuing, isn't it? Like, you'd think that Jake thing would have gone away by now. All right, 1st and 10 for the 49ers. They're trying to approach midfield here. Brock, you got to get something going, brother. Christian McCaffrey, he's got the left side. He is running. It's a 1st down and more for McCaffrey, one of his better runs of the afternoon. Christian McCaffrey, by the way, has already got a combined 120 yards of offense, 17 carries for nearly 17 yards, 6 catches for 60 yards. So for a guy who was dealing with an injury report appearance, McCaffrey looks pretty good. 115 total yards for McCaffrey today. And here comes some more. Okay, McCaffrey jogging off the field now. It felt like he'd been used and had the ball in his hands a few too many plays in a row there. Give the guy a little bit of a breather. Brian Robinson Jr. coming back in. By the way, just make sure you're synced up with us. 13, 39, 38, 37, 36. Ball is snapped. Purdy dropping back. 2nd and 9. Looks for Ricky Pearsall and finds him. Ricky, 1st down, flag on the play, though. Where's that flag coming from? Hopefully it's on the defense. Sounds like this is going to be on Seattle. Yeah, illegal hands to the face, Seattle. Penalty is declined. That's a 1st down. Ricky Pearsall. Good route, good throw, good catch. All worked right there for Brock and company. Got Kyle Juszczyk splitting out wide. Brian Robinson picks up about 9. Hard run there from Brian Robinson Jr. 49ers offense has got something going for it right here. Got a little something going on right here. Vic, let's go. See, all of a sudden, wanting the 49ers to lose this game and having everyone fired doesn't sound nearly as good as maybe the 49ers win this game, right? McCaffrey dropped in the backfield on 2nd and 1. Somebody asked, what happened to Juwan Jennings? Nicholas saying, what happened to Juwan Jennings? Not much. He's got 2 catches today. Not exactly a $20 million a year type of guy, type of performance. 3rd and 2. Biggest 3rd down of the game for the 49ers offense. It's a handoff to McCaffrey, who gets stuffed. I mean, just stuffed. Reed and Lawrence were right in there, and now it's 4th and 2 still. Dominic Pooney's on the ground. Are you serious? I mean, Dominic Pooney has been battling his way back. He's been dealing with a knee injury, and he is, healthy enough to play today, but this looks like he's re-injured. It's something not good here with Dominic Pooney. Oh, great. Well, maybe Drew Moss is going to be playing today. Man, George Kittle out today with a hamstring. Pooney is down right now. Not exactly the most reassuring of season debuts for the 49ers, but they can still win this game. And here comes Brock Purdy. Brian says, I'm pretty sure Jennings is hurt. I'm pretty sure he isn't. Wasn't he just out there like a play ago? Dominic Pooney walking off. Connor Colby is now in this game, as is Marquez Valdez-Scantling in this game on the biggest fourth down of the day for the 49ers offense. 4th and 2, zero faith at all in Jake Moody means Kyle is going for it. Hey, maybe this will be some Kyle development this year. He's going to go for it on 4th and short more often than not. Ball is snapped. This is a play. Completion to Christian McCaffrey. First down. Whew. That was a little stressful. Well, first down. McCaffrey, who was lined up in the slot, made the catch that picked up the first down. Christian McCaffrey right now is the best thing the 49ers got going for him. Don't say a word about Christian McCaffrey. This guy is leaving it all out on the field today. He has done everything the Niners have asked him to do. He's playing a really good game. His first game back in a long time. McCaffrey, again, he just got eaten up in the backfield there. How many touches is this guy going to have today? How many touches is Christian McCaffrey going to have today? Hey, we've got nearly 650 people in the room right now. Hit like and subscribe. It's wonderful to have you here. Thank you for being a part of this. We're going to be with you all season long for moments just like this. 2nd and goal. Ricky Pearsall in motion. What do you got, 49ers? Brock uncorks one to Ricky, but it was knocked away. Wow. Wow, that looked like it was going to be a touchdown. And Woolen just got his hand in front. Man, fingertips. Fingertips. That's a great play by 27 on Seattle right there. Ricky thought he had a touchdown. 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Brock clapping. We got McKivitz coming out of his stance. False start. Jesus Christ. I mean, the amount of times this team figures out a way to shoot itself in a foot, it's kind of amazing. Yeah, that was all McKivitz. I mean, you got to feel. Oh, by the way, Pooney's back in the game. That is good news. Dominic Pooney is back in this game right now. 3rd and goal. Here we go again. Purdy feeling some pressure. Has to throw to McCaffrey. Incomplete. 4th and goal. And this is going to be Jake Moody time. Oh, boy. Stephanie, D doing everything to win this game. O doing everything to lose this game. Stephanie saying, I can't watch. Needless to say, this is a very important attempt for Jake Moody and his entire football career right here, right now. Kid, make this field goal. Are you kidding me? Moody, down the middle. I mean, never in doubt. It's a tie game. 49ers and Seahawks tied at 10. Oh, my God. Call a neighbor, call a priest, call a bartender. Tie game. Moody. I mean, guy's fantastic. I've always been saying that's the guy you want in there in a big moment like that. Hey, should we work on that Moody extension right here and now? That was way to the left. You know, hey, 3 points. Here's the thing. I'll join you complaining about all the missed Jake Moody field goals that we can come up with. I'm not going to complain about the ones that he makes. I'm just not. I'm not going to complain about the ones that he makes. Stop it, Damon. Hey, come on. He should have missed it, Bay Marin. He didn't. He's money, baby. Absolute money. Woo! Hey, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for being a part of this. It means so much that you spend your very valuable time on an NFL Sunday, that you come and spend a little bit of it with us in this great community here on Damon Bruce Plus. Please hit subscribe. I'm trying to get to 50,000 before we get to the bye week in week 14, and I'm going to need an awful lot of your help to get there. Call a friend, call a neighbor, call a pal, call an enemy. Just make sure you got people paying attention to Damon Bruce Plus here on YouTube. We want to thank our friends at Ike's for providing delicious sandwiches. And I'm telling you, if you are in a business, in the mood for a great sandwich, get yourself to Ike's and do it quickly. Hopefully there's an Ike's coming towards you if there isn't one. Our friends at the Dubliner in West Portal in San Francisco, just the best. And I am going to cordially invite you, consider this your invitation to come and join us at the Dubliner on Saturday, October 4th at 4:20. To time everyone can easily remember, Saturday, October 4th, 4:20. It's the October after the 49ers-Rams Thursday nighter. We're just going to be hanging out, a lot of like-minded people, kicking it at the Dubliner. We're going to have my man Jude spinning some vinyl. It's going to be a really good time, and I hope you plan on being there. I also hope that you plan on checking out our friends at Sleeper. Oh, by the way, let me go ahead and get the there you go. Got to get that Sleeper ad in there. I have gone belly up because I got 9 rushing yards out of Sam Darnold today when I needed him under 8.5. Otherwise, I might have done something special over at Sleeper. If you want to do something and have a little fun responsibly over at Sleeper, well, check out the link in the comments. Use promo code Damon when you go ahead and you sign up, and you will get $100 deposit match up to $100 on your very first deposit. Is that another less than special teams play for the 49ers special teams there on that kick return? Does Seattle almost have it out to midfield? As I'm trying to tell you about Sleeper, do we have more special teams problems from the San Francisco 49ers? God damn. Pissing me off. Mr. 33rd Degrees has just become a member. Welcome. You are now part of the initiated. Thank you so much for being a part of this. That is how you really like and subscribe and help out the channel. So thank you very, very much. This is Zimbabwe money. You mean Jake Moody Zimbabwe money? You're not believing in him. Did we just get us Nick Bosa sack? We just get Nick Bosa putting some serious pressure on Sam Darnold? No, Bosa just striding and eating Jackson Smith and Jigba up on a screen pass. What do we say here? Grant said, "I've always believed in him." Bill Candidate. Yeah, you absolutely love Jake Moody. This is don't get J-Mo. It's going to be today's hero or villain. Jake Moody might be your hero or villain. Man, Jackson Smith and Jigba just had that pass broken up. Beautiful play by Renardo Green. Oh, my God, what a play by Renardo Green to break up what would have been one of the best catches of the entire NFL afternoon by Jackson Smith and Jigba. We got Drew saying, Moody, it's like a toxic relationship. My man Moody, my man. Thank you, Dan. I think we're all caught up now. What a play by Renardo Green. Seriously. Man. Did they just try to run a fake play? Did they just try to go hook and lateral on me? What the hell was that? Okay, let's look at this. So Darnold, that seriously was a lateral backwards that looked like the band was on the field level of lateral. You only normally see that at the end of games. That was a foolish play by the Seattle Seahawks. I can't believe that was that part of that play's design? Oh, okay. Look at it this way. Kyle Shanahan, say whatever you want about him. He doesn't do that. Yeah, seriously, what was that? Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, that's not something you see very much. Remember the worshing suicide jokes? Craig's Kitchen. Well, look at it this way. Even if you do, no one jokes about suicide anymore, so stop. The Niners now need to have a long, milking possession drive that ends in a touchdown. Yeah, I'd like to see them get 7 and kill clock. There'd be no better, easier way to win this game than doing both of those things. Lions did a hook and ladder play like that last year to us. Yeah, well, it's not a week 1 play, you know? That's a surprising thing. Jam 18 says Lombardi actually picked Seattle to win this game. I don't think that's a bad pick. I really didn't. I almost picked Seattle to win this game too. But I think the Niners are going to do it. By the way, if you thought Seattle was going to win this game has shown you that you weren't far away from being kind of right about that. You know, the 49ers have done as much to keep Seattle in this game as Seattle has. And that's where the frustration, I think, comes from. You know, that's where, you know, special teams mistakes, Jake Moody field goals, kickoff coverage not being where it's supposed to be. I mean, that's just a level of last year I can't get into again this year. And I think you all feel that way too. Can't have that again. And that's been a little bit of today. Can't have that. Yeah, I mean, the defense does look good. Defense certainly doesn't look bad. James, I'll agree with you. No Kittle is a problem. How long will he be out of the mix? Jennings is not in game shape. Well, I mean, his calf was so brutally injured, he just couldn't get out there this preseason. I guess here's another way to look at it. Moody's responsible for over half our points. Yeah, thank you, Jake. Thank you. That is one way to look at it. Damon, any positive takeaways from the 49ers? Yeah, they are still very much in position to win a football game today. That's pretty positive, right? How about this? I don't care what negative happens between now and the end of this game, as long as they win the game and nobody's seriously hurt. All the positive I'm looking for is, and they won. We're under 8 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Daniel Martinez, Moody needs to stay behind and kick 1,000 field goals, then pay his own way back to Santa Clara. Did you see Syracuse yesterday? Syracuse won a game, but their coach still had him running suicides and sprints after the game in the Carrier Dome. First down, Christian McCaffrey. Dan doing some heavy lifting for me. Smash that thumbs up and the subscribe. Thank you very much. By the way, 650 people in the room. We don't even have 500 thumbs up yet. I mean, that's easy to just lean over and tap that. That's so easy. Please do if you would. Thank you, Dan. Should have paid Juwan Jennings the max. Yeah, no, probably should not have done that. Didn't do that. Is Mendoza an upgrade over Kurt for your Hoosiers? No, not yet, but I do like Mendoza. I do like what I've seen out of him, but no, Curtis Rourke was pretty damn special. The question is Sagapolatele an upgrade over Mendoza for Cal? Oh, Brock, another interception. He went downfield. He was looking for Marquez, Valdez, Scantling, and is it Love again? Did Love get that again? Brock throws another kind of flutter ball. Brock threw into triple coverage. And no, was that Ricky Pearsall? Man, Brock, what are you doing? That's a horrible throw. You can't be making $53 million a year and throw that ball. You can't. That's not good. Michelle. No. Yeah. Good God. First of all, it wasn't a pass that needed to be thrown. It wasn't a pass that should have been thrown. It was to the one guy who had 3 Seahawks around him. If Pearsall had 3 Seahawks around him, there must have been somebody open. Man, that was bad. It's triple coverage. Easy, Tino. I can't do this. Yeah, well, welcome back, football. Welcome back. That was bad. Peter, here's the thing. Hold on. Peter, we're not going to have a referendum on Brock with every mistake. I didn't hear you talk about how great of a contract it was when he threw his first touchdown. I don't want to hear you talk about how bad of a contract it is now that he's thrown another interception. Come on, we're not going to do this. Yeah, never daunted. Already people just giving up the ship. A lot of you pussies weren't made for football. That's for sure. I think Brock is a good quarterback. I think the salary that they paid him is commensurate with what starting quarterbacks are going to be making across the board in football. So you shouldn't be sticker shocked by it or anything. I think all of that is true. What I also think is true is Brock is really good at this. I also think he just threw a terrible pass. No, it's just bad. It was bad. I mean, the more you look at it, the worse it gets for Brock. There is no argument to be made that ball should have been thrown right there. And look, you can see it on Brock's face. He knows it. It's like, what did I just do? No bueno. Kenneth Walker III picks up a decent amount. That's what our $53 million quarterback is doing. Oh, Joseph Ernberg, just keep on paying to talk shit. That's all I care about. As a matter of fact, Joseph, if you're just going to talk shit about Purdy, those supers got to come in at $5 now because you're a broken record. Oh, Purdy's done, everyone. Brian wants you to know that Purdy's done. Career has come to an end. Look at Sam Wheels Darnold. Just obliterating my 8.5 rushing yards prop. The discourse is going to be exhausting, win or lose this game. Benally P, you're right. Let me tell you, I've been talking to Niners fans for about 20 years, and they're not getting better. That's for sure. Juwan Jennings is grimacing over on the sideline. I don't know why. Kenneth Walker picks up about 5. This has got Seahawks bleeding the clock. 5-minute drive into field goal range. Niners lose 13-10. Is that what we're looking at here today? Is that what we're looking at here? I mean, the 49ers, they got to force a turnover. Something special's got to happen. Robert Saleh's unit's got to do something to save this game. Bosa was all kinds of bouncing all over the place there. He couldn't even get set right. Gray Zabel playing well up front for Seattle. 49ers defensive line getting pushed around, man. It really is. Have not used the names Mykel Williams, CJ West, or Alfred Collins today. Marquise Siegel in on another tackle here. 2nd and 7. These are all high leverage plays. Big part of this game is unfolding right here, right now. Uh-oh. 10 Devils, 33 losing faith. Hate to say I told you so. Yeah, I realize it's just game 1 of the season. I will comment again after week 8. Hopefully I will eat my words, but I don't think so. I hope you're wrong. Hey, Damon, come to New Orleans. There's a fish show in Atlanta on Tuesday. I know. I wish I could make it. I really do. I wish I could. If I still had a life on the radio, I would have gone to that one for sure. Just can't swing it. Darnold had some pressure coming on him, but he got that ball out. Going to be looking at a 4th and 1. Darnold's going to be looking at a 4th and 1. All right. Seattle's lining up. Jason Myers for a field goal. It's a 37-yarder. Put the Maloiki on him. Didn't work. Went through. 13-10 Seahawks. All right. 13-10 Seahawks, 3:24 remaining in the 4th quarter. B-Star says, throws a terrible pass when you got to have points. You can't defend that, Damon. I'm not defending it. I told you, it was awful. The more you look at it, the worse it gets. But I'm still glad that Brock Purdy is the quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers. You know, Brock's thrown 2 interceptions today. He's 20 of 29 for 210 yards. Sam Darnold is 14 of 20 for 99 yards. Who's having the better game? You know, the turnovers suck. The turnovers hurt. But let me tell you what is out there What is out there for Brock Purdy and the 49ers right now is a game-winning drive. That is out there. That could happen. So let's see if it does. Crazy Uncle A-Bomb says, time for Purdy to get it done. Putting a hashtag of faithful in there. Oh, the faithful might be a little shook. But yeah, you got an opportunity to win a game here. Who wants to go home a hero? Who wants to be a hero? Let's see if the 49ers want to be a hero today. First and 10. Brock slings it out to McCaffrey, picks up about yard and a half, 2 yards. Again, why are they huddling? Does San Francisco not have a no-huddle offense? Why are they huddling? Okay, wasn't that installed in this offseason? How to go faster when you're running out of game time? Go, go, go. Purdy looking deep down the sideline. Ricky Pearsall. Oh, Ricky. Nice catch. It's got to be a 30, 40-yard completion right there. 45 yards. Not bad. I think it's the biggest passing play of the afternoon for either team, right? Beautiful ball to Ricky. Nice job, Brock. Nice job. Ooh, Ricky put the little brakes on, just kept running. Run, Ricky. Legends Pizza. Inside screen to Luke Farrell. Picks up a couple. Now, will they get a play? So there's 20 seconds left before the 2-minute warning. Are you going to get off another play, or are you going to take this down to the 2-minute warning here? They are going to let it down to the 2-minute warning? Okay, well, that play, while that clock gets down to the 2-minute warning, let me thank all of you for being here right now. We got more people in the room for this moment in the game than we've had at any other point in time today. So welcome. Hit like and subscribe if you would, please. There is new merch on the channel. There is a new sponsor in our good friends Sleeper here on the channel. Go ahead and click on the link in the description of this video and have fun making plays on Sleeper and use promo code Damon when you sign up to get $100 deposit match on your first deposit. My man Ike has got something absolutely delicious waiting for you at one of his restaurants. If you don't believe me, you got to find out for yourself. A sandwich for everyone is what he's got for you at Ike's. I hope there will be one open near you soon if there isn't one already. Our good friends at the Dubliner are going to be welcoming us in on Saturday, October 4th at 4:20. It's after the Thursday night 49er Rams game. We're going to be hanging out at the Dubliner West Portal here in San Francisco. So come one, come all. We hope to see you. We really, really do. And on Tuesday this upcoming week, boy, I hope to see you right back here on YouTube. We're going to be doing a live call-in. Look, I love getting the supers. I love reading the comments. I love putting the comments up in the graphic. What I enjoy more is just talking to you. And we're going to have people signing up at showus.tv to come and talk with me when we do an 8 p.m. West Coast time call-in show here on YouTube. You got to go to showus.tv to sign up and then join me on Tuesday night. It should be a well-produced, good call-in show. So I hope you plan on joining us there and then, and at the Dubliner and at Ike's and on Sleeper and everywhere. We will be all over your football Sundays. I will be hosting live stream parties during every 49ers game this year. So I hope you plan on coming back time and time again, showing up here, hanging out with your friends. We are the perfect second screen for your 49er season anxiety disorder. At least that's what I've been told. So thank you for being here. It's awesome having you all here. Let's go now to the Supers. More have come in. Game 1 of 17, faith never falters. Bang, bang. Steve working on the sunny side of the street. Thank you, Steve. This is if you remit faithful now, you never war. Again, I never knew why they called it the faithful, because it seems pretty easy to rattle 49er fans. I've been talking to them for years. It's a rattled group. Time for Purdy to get it done. We did get that from you, which means we are caught up now in the super department. We are back now at Lumen Field, 2nd and 8, 2 minutes remaining. Here we go. 49ers just outside the red zone. Brock, what do you got? You got a decent pocket to operate from. He throws one to, was that Luke Farrell? It is Luke Farrell. Caught that ball falling down. He gave himself a scooch over the first down line. See, he falls. He's down. Oh, no, excuse me. That's Jake Tongus. And then a little scooch for Tongus. Yeah, Luke Farrell's never scored a touchdown. I don't think Tongus has either, but Farrell's played in the league for a few years. Tongus is just, on the edge of the Niners roster. Nice catch there, though. Oh, by the way, this is Jake Tongus, a Jake who is doing well on behalf of the 49ers. We be champs, baby, says low throw by Purdy. It's another way to describe it would be completion. But I hear you. Mike McDonald calling timeouts. Gotta use juice. I don't know. Never daunted. I don't know if I'm using Kyle Juszczyk right here. All right. Under 2 minutes. Seattle's burning timeouts. Second and 9. $1.50. We've had the clock stop twice. Purdy is going to look under to McCaffrey. McCaffrey catches, spins, 2 yards shy of a first down. Clock is stopped again. By the way, if you're Shanahan here, you're not even thinking about playing for the field goal, right? I mean, this is a 2-down territory. You're going for the touchdown. Brock needs to scramble. Brock, too much time, needs to throw it out of the back of the end zone. Nearly throws it away, nearly gets intercepted, but it doesn't. It comes down. Jake Tongus has got a touchdown. Niners. Oh, my God. Jake Tongus. I've always believed in you, Jake. I've always believed in all Jakes on this team. Jake Moody, Jake Brendel, Jake Tongus. Oh, my God. Talk about a player who you didn't think factoring into a big moment today. That's one of them. This is that moment, and there it is. Brock wasn't the greatest pass in the world. Might have been his 3rd interception of the afternoon. It wasn't. Touchdown, Niners. Wow. Let's see if Moody can push through the point after. He does. Oh, my goodness. Tongus Lingus. Loner incognito. Tongus Lingus. Yeah. Woo. Purdy just threw that up to the corner of the end zone. He is so lucky that didn't come down in bad shape. Tongas nearly falls down. He goes to the corner of the end zone. Brock was running for his life. Jake jumps in front of a defender and catches. Oh, man, that play is nuts. That play is crazy. It shouldn't have worked out. The Niners should not have found success on that play. They did. Wow. You know, bad protection, worse throw, great catch, so it doesn't matter. Good God. Jake Tongas saved an interception, and he might have saved the game. And now, can Sam Darnold play hero? Because remember what we said, what was just set up there, well, everyone was shitting on Brock Purdy, Kyle Shanahan, and the 49ers and declaring the season over. They're 5-12, everybody. I know it. I said, well, there's also an opportunity for a go-ahead game-winning drive. They have gone ahead. That is a come-from-behind moment for Brock Purdy, who has walked off the field with the lead, and now it's up to Sam Darnold to not ruin the punch. Sam Darnold has 94 seconds to be a hero in his first game with the Seattle Seahawks. Robert Saleh, what do you got? NASCAR package is in. These guys are going to be coming after Darnold with everything they got. Pass complete, 10-yard gain, Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. The guy's been a problem all day long. Sam looking to the sideline, incomplete. Upton Stout might have gotten his hand on that one a little bit. All I can tell you is that Sam Darnold has not thrown an interception yet today, and he's usually good for one of those. This would be a wonderful time for that to appear. Upton Stout did get his hand on that. Nice job, Upton Stout. Again, kind of a rough debut for him. Nice play when they needed it badly. Jackson Smith and Jigba open down the left. He burnt Renardo Green. That is a completion. The Seahawks are on like the 10-yard line. Unbelievable. Renardo Green just got cooked. Oh, just got beat. Just Renardo Green. Like, give it up underneath. It doesn't matter if he goes underneath against you, man. Don't bite on that. All right, 14-yard line. Minute 6 left in the game. Darnold. Incomplete on first down. Oh, do you like pressure? Do you like D. Winters? D. Winters has been playing well today. We got a flag here on this play, by the way. Offsides on the 49ers. Man. By the way, it would be a great time for the first sack of the afternoon on Sam Darnold. 49ers have not even touched Sam Darnold today. You know, you want to ask about how good of a day defensively it was for the Niners? Yeah, in some ways it has been, but no sacks on Sam Darnold. The guy's a statue. Not great. Darnold gets hit as he throws. That ball is out. Do they have it? Do the Niners have it? Niners forced a strip sack by Nick Bosa. 49ers got the ball. The 49ers are going to win this football game. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We just said they haven't done anything all day. They haven't gotten to Darnold all day. And sure enough, Nick Bosa shows up when it matters most. Wow. They didn't get to Darnold all day. Did I just speak that into existence? Darnold loses that ball on the back of his own offensive lineman who was pushed into Darnold's area by Bosa pushes Lucas into Darnold. When Darnold's got his loop, the ball's down here, ball's down by his hip. He's coming to loop it around, and that's when the ball knocks out. Wow. Welcome back, Nick Bosa. That's a defensive player of the year play that he just made when the Niners needed it the most. Forced fumble, fell on the football, fumble recovery. Nick Bosa saves the day. The 49ers are going to get out of Seattle alive with a win. Wow. Wow. I'll agree with you. It was a mind-numbingly frustrating game for Brock Purdy at times. Even on the go-ahead touchdown, it was a frustrating throw from Brock Purdy. There's nothing but frustration from this franchise when it comes to the topic of special teams. It's all frustration. But holy shit, when it matters most, Nick Bosa makes the play that hadn't been made all day long, and the 49ers start the year 1-0. So maybe better than 5-12 is out there. How many of you were shitting your pants and had them losing this game not even 10 minutes ago? How many of you were giving up the very first interception that Brock Purdy threw on the season? How many of you were giving up when Jake Brendel was disappointing you in the middle of this offensive line? There's a lot of you who give up, and it's called faithful, and there's some of you who get way too easily rattled. Football games do take 60 minutes, and sometimes they're not won until the 59th. The 49ers won this game in the 59th minute of a 60-minute football game. We won ugly, but we won. And Rick, that's all that matters. You take all the ugly wins you can get out of your football season. By the way, MKG says, fire everybody. Just kidding. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate that. Let's see. We got Never Daunted, who's been a member now for 19 months. Congrats to all the faithful, except each of you fuck Walters who pissed on Purdy 5 minutes ago. Yeah, there's that too. By the way, we want to thank AC1 for a super sticker. Thank you very, very much, AC1. Appreciate that. Game 1 of 17. Faith never falters. Thank you, Steve. Man, the Niners, again, did they get away with some football murder there? A little bit of football murder. Win. The Niners won. Crazy Uncle A-Bomb says, I told you haters, tough games create legends. Appreciate you talking us through this, brother. Super not. Thank you very much for your super not. Ganja Jar getting stuffed today. I really appreciate it. Jay is Cal. Never had a doubt the 49ers were going to win. You can go ahead and look through some of those supers and find there was a bit of doubt. I won't even disagree with you here when Obey wants to rain on the parade of joy for a little while and say Moody needs to be cut immediately. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I do. I really do. Thank you. Good work as usual. We're going to be working for you each and every Sunday as your second screen. I hope you plan on being with us. David, want to win a chicken dinner? A winner chicken dinner. PIP Damon, you get a cookie. Mahalo. Thank you. I will take your cookie. I will take it. I believe that my rational approach to how football games unfold helped the 49ers get into the win column today. It certainly helped here on the Plus. It's good to have you here. Over 800 people in the room. Can we get 800 likes on this channel right now? With over 800 human beings watching, that means there are about 250 of you who have yet to hit thumbs up or like. You do that. It helps the algorithm find this channel, and we thank you for finding this channel. I hope you plan on coming back to this channel again, not only every single game day. I hope you plan on coming back to the channel on Tuesday night. We're going to be doing a live call-in show on Tuesday night. How you get in line to call that show, it's already in the description of this video, as is the link you need to click on to become a fan over on Sleeper and start making some fun plays on Sleeper. Again, supers are just flying in here. Again, Super not with the appreciation. Thank you very much, Super. We got Tree Man Michael Jackson. Hating ass trolls. We'll see you next week. I guess we will. I mean, I remember when Joseph Ehrenberg saw that second interception, he was quoting Brock Purdy being paid $53 million a year and thinking, what a bum. Look who's in the win column. Chris comes on in here. What a gutsy win. Salah's defense is back. Boot Moody. I don't care how many kicks he makes the rest of the season. I'm kind of with you, man. I'm kind of with you. How many misses will he be allowed? The answer is more than one. Wayne over at SFO. Hopefully you're not landing airplanes today, Wayne. He says, ugly win, but it's a win. Wow, I'm going to take it. We got Tuba Sun God coming in with 420. Great win. I'm digging the 3-hour game length, too. Yeah, that kind of went faster than it felt like it went. We're just over 3 hours here and into this live stream. But let me tell you, you know what also is going to happen at 420 since you're giving us 420, Sun God? That's what time we're getting together at the Dubliner on October 4th at 420. We're going to be hanging out. I hope you're there. I hope you can make it. This is Heck Dell. Got ourselves another tight end. You ready for Jake Tongas era? That Jake Tongas era, he's got a few more catches before he is in place to become second on the all-time 49ers reception list. That's what Kittle was, by the way. Kittle's like 50 and change receptions away from being second, behind only Jerry Rice. Not on some tight ends list, but second all-time receptions. He's about a 1,200-yard season away from second all-time receiving yards. George Kittle is a special player. He's going into the Hall of Fame, but you saw what his absence did to a running game that slowed down without him today and a passing game that slowed down without him today. I think that Kittle is Brock Purdy's safety blanket. Kittle would be the safety blanket for many quarterbacks in this league. That's how good he is. And without him, something is wrong. Hopefully that hamstring does not keep George Kittle out of the picture frame for very too long. Hopefully. Pearsall's doing it. He's that guy. Ditmar Dimitrov dropping euros in the ganja jar. Thank you for the euros, Ditmar. Look, Pearsall, good enough to get it done today. 4 catches, 108 yards for Ricky Pearsall today. He was good. We'll go over the box score here in just a minute. Damon, will you take a shot with us? Our goal was to get 50 supers. We're at 111 supers, which means we have doubled our goal, which means, look at this, not much left there. I think we got to finish that in the name of victory, do we not? You ready to have a couple drinks here? You ready to have a couple drinks? Let's have a couple drinks together. The Niners just won a football game, a division football game. They didn't just win a football game. They're 1-0 in the West, baby. They're the only team that is 1-0 with a win over another team in the West. Because the Cardinals beat the New Orleans Saints today. By the way, the Saints don't look good at all, and that's where the Niners are going next. Cheers to all involved. God, I'm going to need to pick up another bottle of Blackened before next Sunday. I'm not going to be doing bottle shots of the Woodford Reserve. We're not animals. Jake Tongas. You can stay. The other 2 Jakes, goodbye. Yeah, Jay is Cal. I think you're right about that. We found our Jake. I'm taking a bourbon pull with you. Cheers. Thank you, Thomas. Cheers. Thank you. James Foster, Purdy out there throwing to Jake Tongas, Russell Gage, Marquez Valdez Scantling. Josh Allen makes plays to Tongas. It's elite. Purdy gets hate. There's so much truth to that. There's truth to that. Look, I mean, the 2 interceptions were bad. The second interception was atrocious. And honestly, the throw to Tongas was atrocious too. But as long as you score atrocious touchdowns, we can live with that. Bang, bang. $10. Stick this in the jar for you and Jillian. Love from Mary. Heading to get some new swag. We got new merch. Jillian came up with new merch. There's a woman's t-shirt now. She made the logo on the t-shirt a little bit smaller. She didn't like how big it was. I said, honey, you got better taste than I do. So Jillian just upgraded our merch. Think about it today. Think about it for the holidays. Thank you very, very much. Barry and Mary in Memphis. Famous Animal House quote, Tongus, Tongus, Tongus. Huh? Was this for toga? Toga. Is that what it's supposed to be? Tongus. Tongus. Okay, yes. Humdinger, I'm on board. It took me a minute. It's been a while since I've seen Animal House. Chris, we found our new Dwight Clark. Pretty Ricky Pearsall. Ricky was good today. Ricky was good. J1 Cal, going to be an interesting wake up tomorrow. It will be. I hope you plan on joining yours truly and Larry Krueger for Wake Up, 9 a.m. West Coast time, streaming on both of our channels. But he's got a lot more people watching on his channel than I ever have on mine. So make sure you watch on my channel. Got to get the numbers up around here. After all, it's football season. We're trying to get to 50,000 subs by the bye week. So I'm going to need you. If you're watching right now and you're not subbed right now, I'm going to need you to hit that subscribe button and hopefully plan on joining us right back here all football season long. Danny Goldwyn TV says, good win. Hope Kittle's hamstring isn't serious. Amen, brother. Vince Vargas, what an ending. Cheers, Plusers. Thank you, Vince. Go Sparty, by the way. They got it handed to him in Texas yesterday. We kind of knew that was going to happen. Jen Lattery, just putting $2 into the ganja jar. Thank you very much, Jen. Dale, this team is going to put me in my early grave. Well, as long as we go to the grave together, we'll find our way together. Look at it this way. You got people looking to hop into the grave and bury this team in the third quarter. I mean, when Brock threw that second interception, you had just people just, dying. These games are 60 minutes. You got to stay in. You got to stay with it. You got to stay with it. Now, there were a lot of things that happened today that didn't look like this was going to go the Niners' way, but it did. George Alia says, I'm spending Sundays with Damon and Ike sandwiches. Get yourself an Ike sandwich. Have an Ike sandwich at halftime with me every Sunday, and you'll be well fed this football season. Bay Destrian, thank you. Longtime listener, first-time donator. Bang, bang, Bay Destrian. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. And you ain't just listening now. Now you get to see my ugly ass. I'm sorry. This was always supposed to be just a radio show. I didn't want to do this to you. This was done to you by powers above me. If this were the hardest game of the year's season, cheers. I think it really was. I think this is going to be one of the hardest challenges that the 49ers face all year. By the way, them haters are pretty quiet right now. Have not heard a lot of Joseph Ehrenberg since this game has gone final. I'll agree with you there. I'm not ready to greet you out all the way here on Upton Stout is him. Upton Stout is going to go through growing pains, but you know what? He did make a big play in this game. He had a couple bad plays in the game. He's a rookie who's never played before today. Nothing shows that you can play in this league until you're actually playing with it. I think Upton Stout's going to be a player. My disappointments are today is I didn't see Michael Williams, Alfred Collins, or CJ West once. As a matter of fact, I want to look in the box score to see if their names even appear. Let me grow this a little here. Hold on. Box score. Give it to me. Box score. Trying to open a box score. I got a bottle of whiskey in my hand. Let me make this, let me make this disappear so we can look at the stats. All right, here we go. Wait, sorry. I'm trying to grow. There we go. First of all, I know that Brock threw 2 interceptions today. That was a quiet 277, wasn't it? 26 of 35, 277, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. He was sacked once, rating 92.2. That's a better day than Sam Darnold, who was 16 of 23, 150, no touchdowns, no picks. He was only sacked once in the biggest moment of the game where he fumbled the ball away. His rating is 87.2. Guess what? Whether you want to admit it or not, Purdy was better today. Christian McCaffrey, over 150 yards from scrimmage. He had 22 carries. God, that's a lot of carries right out of the rip for Christian McCaffrey. At least Brian Robinson Jr. got 10. But 22 carries for McCaffrey. He had another 10 receptions. So we're talking nearly, 30 touches today for Christian McCaffrey. He had 73 yards on 9 catches. Look at Ricky Pearsall, 4 catches, 108. By the way, I would have lost that sleeper bet too. Here's what I did on sleeper today. This is where I saw this game playing out. So, hold on. Here it is. So I had McCaffrey, an anytime touchdown. So McCaffrey didn't score a touchdown. I would have lost right there. Ricky Pearsall, 3.5 receptions. He got 4. I would have won that. Darnold, 8.5 rushing yards. Darnold, that son of a bitch, ran for 14 rushing yards today. Look at that. Sam Darnold, 2 carries, 14 yards. So there you go. I lost 2 of my 3 legs over on sleeper, but it was fun. It did add a little juice to the game, and I suggest you check it out and make sure you use promo code Damon when you sign up. George Kittle had 4 catches in the first quarter before he left this game. He had a touchdown before he left this game with a hamstring problem. Juwan Jennings, 2 catches, 16 yards. Was something wrong with Juwan Jennings in this game? I don't know, but he did not look anything like a guy who should have been demanding $20 million a year to play wide receiver in the NFL. Couple catches for Juszczyk. It was an unimpressive day for the most part for the 49ers offense. It really was. It was not a great day. Robert Saleh and his crew carried this day. It was a good day for D. Winters. And what do you know? Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, D. Winters, your top 3 tacklers in this game. I told you I'd come down here looking for the names Alfred Collins. Alfred Collins had 1 tackle. I do not see C.J. West's name. I do not see Michael Williams' name. Oh, no, there it is. There's Michael Williams right under Alfred Collins. Excuse me. He had a tackle. A tackle. Yetur Gross-Matos got a hit on Sam Darnold, registered nothing statistically beyond that. Let's go to the box score. Let's look at some team stats. "24 first downs to just 14 for the Seahawks. 24 first downs is a good day of first downs. 50% on third down. Again, not the best day, but not the worst either. 7 of 14 on third down is good. 384 yards to the 230 that Seattle had. Seattle was way too comfortable in this game with only 230 yards of production, but that's Jake Moody leaving points on the board twice, right? The 49ers should have had 6 more points in this game at the very, very least. But Jake Moody had 1 miss and had 1 block. 5.3 yards per play. You can certainly live with that number. 265 yards passing. You can live with that number. 119 on the ground. Sure, that was good too. 9 penalties, 61 yards. That's got to get cleaned up. The turnovers got to get cleaned up. Dominating time of possession. Didn't feel like Sam Darnold and the Seahawks had the ball very long today at all. But there you go. 37-58 time of possession for your, say it with me, 1-0 San Francisco 49ers. 1-0. Let's wrap up here with the supers and then call it a day, shall we? Jay is Cal, who, by the way, has done the most donating of everyone who watched today. Jay, thank you for being so generous. Really appreciate you. If this is the hardest game of the season, cheers. Right? Wouldn't that be nice? Heck, Dell, shout out to the defense for holding the Seahawks to 13. Cheers right there. It's time to finish this. We can't wrap up the show with that much liquor left in a bottle. That'd be wrong. Ha ha ha. Woo! Ha ha! 1-0. 1-0. Shout out to Robert Saleh. Robert Saleh saved the Niners bacon today. Absolutely. Sarah, the domestic goddess. Despite Moody, we did it, Damon. Yes, Sarah. In spite of Moody, it was done. Hector, thank you very much. Appreciate you coming in with $2. Want to thank Vince again. D. Winters making plays. That linebacker crew. Not bad. Not bad. Look, Tatum Bethune made some plays when he came in for Fred Warner. Fred Warner came back into the game, kept doing Fred Warner things all afternoon, and D. Winters was out there, and he was good today. Damon, just had to rewind the video to see your reaction to the 49ers, but Moody's got to go. You think it was 27 yards? Was that what it was? What did Moody miss from? That's what I was saying. I don't even care anymore. I think he's got to go. We're using euros again. An ugly win, D. Bruce. That papers over the cracks somewhat. Definitely was a standout. Defense was a standout, though. Love from, was it C.O. Antrim, brother? Is this guy in Croatia right now? I don't know where you're from. But, David, thank you very, very much for watching and being a part of today's live stream, even though you're on the other side of the world. On to the next, one at a time. Wasn't the prettiest. Hector Valencia, that's the way you got to go about it. Dale, special teams, a huge problem. Brock seemed to try on that Superman cape and it bit him twice. Not having any receivers does not help. Again, they're going to get better receiver-wise. Brock's got to make better decisions. This defense will get better, and it was pretty darn good today, all things considered. I think Kyle needs to be less predictable on those short down and distance running games. I mean, you know that, McCaffrey's going to get the ball again on 3rd and 2. And that's when he's getting eaten up. Barry again. What the fuck does Jake Moody have on Kyle? He made Kyle draft him in the 3rd round, and that's what he's got on him. Norris Mitchell just coming again, sprinkling in $2 into the ganja jar. And thank you, Norris. Thank you to all of you. Thank you to everyone for being a part of today. It meant so much. This was a lot of fun. I've been looking forward to getting back at it with you since we wrapped up last year in week 17. I love these live stream watch parties that we found each other doing together. And I know I'm hosting them, but believe me, you're doing them too. So thank you for being a part of this community. Thank you for hitting like and subscribe. Thank you for coming out and joining yours truly at the Dubliner West Portal coming up on Saturday, October 4th, 420. I hope you can make it to San Francisco. We're going to have a lot of the regulars who are in this chat in the Dubliner that day. We got my man Jude who's going to be coming and spinning vinyl for us. So it's going to be awesome. We're going to have a really fun meetup. I've invited an awful lot of other Bay Area-based content creators to come on through too. Hopefully they will, and hopefully you will be there. Hopefully my man Ike will send over a box of sandwiches to the Dubliner that night. I bet he might. Maybe he will. Order yourself an Ike's today, and when you do, make sure you sign up for that Love Rewards program. You'll be very, very happy that you did. You start earning your way towards free sandwiches. And to our friends at Sleeper. Sleeper, the best way to play fantasy, the best way to make prop bets, the best way to enjoy some action around your game day with the community that you build for yourself. This really connects friends. It's a fun thing. You take more or over. I mean, I showed you how to do it today. I did not have a great day on Sleeper, but I enjoyed myself, and I did so responsibly. I only lost $20. We're good. We're good. And you will be good. If you go to Sleeper right now, you will find when you sign up over on Sleeper, here we are. When you sign up over on Sleeper, use promo code Damon and get $100 deposit match up to $100 on your very first deposit. We're thrilled to have Sleeper aboard as a sponsor. Ike's and Dubliner, we love you guys always. You guys and gals in this chat room who have been members since day one, who have been subscribers since day one, freaking love you. And if you're brand new here, welcome. Wonderful to have you here. I hope you plan on joining us each and every game. We will be doing a live stream around the 49ers. And I want to remind you that Kruger and I will be back at it on Monday morning. Niners Wake Up, 9 a.m. West Coast time, streaming on both of our channels. And Tuesday night, the last thing I'm going to leave you with is this. Tuesday night, we're going to be doing a call-in show. In order to get a spot in the call-in show, go to showus.tv and claim one of the 100 spots to call in on Tuesday night when we go live doing a 49er Tuesday Night Live with yours truly on my YouTube channel. We're going to have a producer. We're going to have graphics. It's going to be professional. Oh, my God. Look out, everybody. We're getting professional. Who would have ever thought? Thank you very much for being a part of today's show. Thank you very much to the Niners for getting us going 1-0 with a win in the division over the Seahawks. That is big. Oh, by the way, what did the Rams do? Rams lose today? Let me see. Let me look. What did the Rams do? Are they still playing? Rams beat the Texans 14-9. Okay. Rams were down at halftime. So Rams did beat the Texans 14-9. Arizona got a win today. The only NFC West team that lost today was Seattle, and they did that to your San Francisco 49ers, who, again, deliver a couple of heart attacks on the way to a big win up in Seattle. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Take all the ugly. Look at it this way. It's better to win ugly than to lose pretty any day of the week, and certainly twice on Sundays. And on that, I will just say thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Hit a like, subscribe, and notify on the way out. Memberships available. Merch is available. And thank you for being a part of this today. It means an awful lot. In the meantime, please do remember that sports don't build character. They reveal it. The 49ers are 1-0, but like that, he's gone.